So yeah. Um guess we can just sit here till 10 and then we can start.
Sounds
Man,
good.
extended waffling time.
Wow. Does anyone else have any announcements? Lauren?
I had my clinicals, and my first patient was a guy who got into a car chase with a cop and severed his T12 spinal segment.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you save him?
Hey, he was fine.
Was
He was
fine
chilling.
implies no longer fine.
I thought-
He was
a
fine.
shame.
Lauren,
And
I
then
I misheard you. I thought you said he was killed. I was
Yeah,
like,
he
The
died.
I was like,
autofill in
what?
his
I was
head
like,
was
you
just
saying
like,
that with
oh,
a lot
what
of
a shame.
like non. I don't know what you would want to call it. But
Nonchalance.
I would, yeah,
Gusto.
nonchalant. Gusto.
That's my announcement. That's as exciting as my life has gotten.
I'm trying to think if anything interesting has happened.
Not allowed to have interesting lives when you're in big grad school.
Under the heel of big grad school.
For real. Big
I
grad.
actually do have one other thing. This was true, even without considering Theo's announcement, since we weren't gonna have a Fallout session for weeks, anyways. But now that we finished like the main, or not the main, I shouldn't say that. Like the first like arc or like big quest involving like finding Brady and all that. If you guys kind of like what Theo asked about a little bit ago, if you guys want to put like your thoughts and stuff like that on like what you liked and what you didn't like in the like you can just put it in like the atrium channel or whatever. Unless you want a new channel for that type of thing, but just stuff that
If you think
maybe
it'd be easier for you to find, you could make a channel for.
yeah, I think I'll make a channel. So
feedback.
yeah, I'll since we have a lot of time between now and the next session, feel free to like put your thoughts on like what you think there should be more of, what you think there should be less of, what you guys enjoyed, didn't enjoy.
More restaurant fights, honestly. I think that's
More
good, and we should
restaurant
do it
fights.
every
I-
session.
No, I don't think there's enough dudes in this fight.
You should bring more in. Once our bullet time is over with this
mean-
Molotov.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is kind of bullet
Once
time
half
right
of
now.
us die in a fire, I think it'd be fun.
That's how you can introduce the new characters. They can come running into the restaurant after we all die.
party.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We just churn through like 5 backup characters to get rid of all the guys in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could be funny.
I think it'd be real silly.
Also then, Noah, would you be doing like 2 or 3 sessions of Fallout this month then, since Theo's gonna be on break?
Sorry, I should have clarified. Break from DMing and playing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's what I figured Theo meant. So yeah,
Yeah.
That's all good. We can simply be big chillin' on Sundays and Saturdays.
Be big chillin'.
Sometimes everyone just needs a big chill.
My God, man. Could all use a big chill.
Oh yeah, I forgot Zach paid me $5 on Venmo.
For what? The wheel?
No. He joined in voice chat and I was playing Liza P, and the Black Rabbit Brotherhood rematch was the fight that I was approaching. And the Black Rabbit Brotherhood is notoriously pretty annoying to fight. And Zach was like, Mitch, I'll give you $50 if you lock the fuck in. Or sorry, 50 smackers if you lock in and beat them right now. And then I did. I locked in and I beat them on my first try.
Hell
And then
yeah.
he's like, All right, you get $5.
5 smackaroos.
And I'm like, okay.
$5.
$5.
It's like $5 whole. Oh, you shouldn't have.
Dude, that's like 2.5 pints of cherry tomatoes from Aldi.
I don't know why,
That's
but I
cheap.
really did think you were gonna say, "Wow, $5. That's like $2.50."
Twice.
Twice. 2 times $2.50.
He hit me with a warm wiener twice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What should the emoji be for this text channel?
Pencil.
Pencil.
I thought you were going to say
Interrobang.
Pennsylvania.
Someone begging.
Pennsylvania.
I know one man who lives in Pennsylvania. His name is Luke.
Is he a
I
pencil?
haven't seen him. No.
Wait,
I haven't
isn't that
seen him in
isn't that a
16
slur,
years.
actually, now that I think about it?
I know one man that lives in Maine.
Pennsylvania? Is Pennsylvania a slur?
It might
Is
as
that
well
what you're
be.
asking, Noah?
You ever
No,
been to Pennsylvania?
isn't pencil a slur?
What?
Also, why is there a
What?
Nazar? Why is there a Nazar
Balls.
amulet in the emoji? What the
You
heck?
fucking pencil. You can make anything into
No,
a slur if you try hard enough.
I'm
Like
tall and
broccoli.
Skinny. I'm not a pencil.
You're not tall. You're not tall. You're not
Short
tall
and
as that.
stubby.
Here, I'll make it a post box. There we go.
You fucking crayon or something? Little crayon?
No, I'm
Cran?
actually like super tall. How tall am I, Lauren? The only person who's seen me in real life and has any.
At
solid
least like
answers?
6'5".
Yeah.
Probably like
There
6'5",
you go,
6'6"
there you go.
maybe.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He's
You heard
up
it here
there.
First from the only one with evidence.
I have evidence.
No, you don't.
I have photographic evidence.
Okay.
You're not that Asian guy on TikTok. You don't know what it means.
Sure, I do. I can see the hunch in your back. I can
Yeah,
see
it's
who
because
is
he doesn't
holding
want
the
to look
phone.
like he's 6'5".
No, your back. Your back.
And my back is not in there and it has a much bigger hunch. It's just not in front.
Yeah, exactly. No, you just like this
Joke's on
fucking
you. I
sketchy
took an
way.
anatomy
I
class.
can dunk.
I had
without
to
jumping.
draw humans for so long. I know where your spine was based on the angle of your neck.
I can jump or I can dunk without jumping. I am so tall.
Yeah, I actually like had to get
He
on a
can jump
step
without
stool
jumping.
for those
I can
pictures just so
jump
we could
without
both be in
jumping.
frame.
I have the strength.
Actually, if I wanted to, I could probably figure out how to calculate your height based on that picture of you in the pavilion.
Gonna
No.
go there.
I
I'm gonna
won't, but I could.
I'm gonna measure the actual like length of the beams in the pavilion, and then figure it out from there.
He was conveniently standing next to a pillar, which makes it a lot easier. And a backpack that gives me a size for the actual pillar. I can figure out how many backpacks tall you are.
How many
This is turning into
backpacks
like
tall?
the.
Yeah.
This is turning into like the height version of that like competitive GeoGuessr stuff.
I hate it.
I was bad at it.
All right.
What is this?
Why is he doing that?
Oh my god. Sugar gliders. They're so cute.
The babies.
So what did your measurement come out to, Lydia?
I didn't actually
Hard
do the
math.
math,
You should do the
crayon
math.
boy.
6'5".
You should do the math.
You got
and
2 minutes.
let everyone know.
That is a lot of research that I'm not prepared to do.
Nah, you can do it
Right
like,
at
really
this
fast
moment.
'cause you're super super smart. You can just like do it like that, right?
Who are we even measuring right now?
Backpacks.
Oh,
hmm
I thought we were measuring Zach.
Measuring Zach with
No,
backpack.
just backpacks.
No,
Plus-
they're measuring Zach.
They're
Zach
measuring
is a
Zach packs.
backpack.
Lydia, how tall am I?
Or a pack Zach.
How tall am I, Lydia?
Pack of Zach.
Oh, let's see. 5'0".
What's wrong with me, man?
Just hearing the 0 articulated in 5 feet is really funny to me.
Isn't it
What's wrong with me,
wonderful?
man?
That's like if you really wanted to like emphasize
Tall, my
how
way
short
is.
somebody is.
65 centimeters. Wow, you're really short.
He's 5'5". That's 65 inches.
Ah.
How
5
tall
foot 5,
am I,
65
Lydia?
inches.
He's point. He's
250 millimeters?
He's 0.250.
He keeps getting shorter.
He's 250 yactometers tall.
Help me! It's like as big as
Is
an
that-
ant.
Is
Help!
that measuring someone in yachts?
Ah!
Yacht. Yacht.
Yeah, you know, the big boat, a yacht.
A yatchet.
I am the arcane interpreter.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oy, oy, oy.
Oi, oi, oi. Oi, 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 oi,
Dude, they're like a Looney Tunes character.
Zach, is that your backpack?
Yes.
No, he
Why?
stole it.
I just
No,
didn't
those-
know if
Oh, those are
L-Dog got a
3
different
katanas
backpack.
behind him. That's what that
No,
is.
that is
No,
my
it's-
backpack. That's my gym.
I
Yeah.
figured.
I will have the same backpack forever and
His
ever.
gym bag is
Yeah, I
3
figured
katanas.
as much. It's okay. When it dies, you can have one of mine.
Thanks, man. You do have like 70.
I don't have 70. I only have like 15.
That's like almost 70 if you think about it.
70 yacto bags.
Yocto bags.
If we're using
Oh,
bags
gross.
as a unit of, hey, if we're using no, if we're using
Ew.
backpacks as a unit of measurement, you know.
Hey, all I'm saying is, Lydia and I watched Octopussy last night.
It was so weird.
That's awful, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just James Bond fucking like 5 different women over the course of an entire movie.
And acting like a
Yeah.
12-year-old. When did they take that away from him?
He's just like me for real, for real.
I don't know, but they literally gave him a scene where he just zoomed in a camera on a woman's tits like
When they started taking Bond seriously, which was around like
It's like-
Skyfall.
That's
Yeah.
tragic.
Mitch, you guys should have watched Beyond the Firewall.
Anyway, we should get started. Okay.
Oh god.
2 years ago, the world of Korrineo was struck by a great magical cataclysm. Gravity shifted, lands collided, and nothing was ever the same. The world was irreversibly enchanted with wild and powerful magic. This event came to be known by only one name: the Surge. A band of 5 adventurers brought together by the Adventurers Guild are met with the question on everyone's mind: who, what, and why was the world to be thrown into such chaos? Together, they explore the thriving 9 lands of Mazevaden, searching for answers. This is Corners of Korrineo, session 44. Welcome, everybody. Hope you're all in the mood to have a good session today. I am going to ask that someone begin a good solid recap, please, if you would. Any volunteers?
I can go.
Go ahead.
Since I have no camera, I'll begin so that I'm not forgotten in the order of recap. So,
Well, you
in
can just
session
remind us.
43, in session 43, we were still in the middle of fighting the hounds, or at that point, rather the hound, because Savage at the end of the session of 42 got very hungry and ate he brother. So,
Yeah, but we don't know what
We're-
happened when he ate him though. Like he could still just be alive in there.
he could be, but what we
Yeah.
were aware
Put it
of
in
is that
player
Savage
theories.
was big.
I will.
And yeah, we did some battle. Daida is made of paper. He is very much almost dead. And then Terran did a really fucking cool thing. He became enormous. He turned into a white kitsune with, I believe it was a red marking on his forehead and various streaks on their fur. And he was like, you know what? If Savage can do it, I can too. And so he ate him. Um, and he
He
ran
swallowed
back
him up.
into Colwich's cabin so that we could seal him in there forever. And someone could pick up after that. 'Cause there's a pretty big chunk of our time.
Wait, who ate who, by the way? I can't remember.
Terran ate Savage.
No, I'm
If
talking.
Savage ate Terran, that would be a huge
No,
problem.
no, I was asking about Savage and Tact. So Tact was the one that was eaten.
Savage ate
Yeah.
Tact. And
Okay,
then,
yeah.
Terran ate Savage, and then I'm gonna eat Terran.
No,
No.
he's really big, man.
My
You can't just
boy.
do that. Come on.
And then
Feed me for
Covern
like 2
Why?
weeks.
Don't eat the DMPC.
Yeah, he's written out the story anyway. You guys won't even know.
How do you do bullet points again? I always forget
On what?
on Discord.
Hyphen space.
That didn't do anything.
Never mind. I'm
Um,
dumb.
It will pop up when you actually send it. It won't look like
Oh.
when you're typing.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. There you go. I haven't put a player theory in since, oh my gosh, since July.
Yeah, it's
We're gonna
been a
have to start
while.
making more theories. We gotta start
Too
thinking.
engaged. Gotta start using our brains. Just really hard for players.
We all forgot
Alright.
about Glubus.
Quick, someone recap.
Recap. Okay.
That's not how that works, Lauren.
Quick, say the word recap.
Recap. Things
Recap,
happen.
The
Recapture.
So Terran, after he ran in, I had a moment with him where, you know, I accepted the gravity of giving up one's life and sacrifice.
The gravity did it.
He also asked us to defeat his master, the Archmagus, and I proceeded to be really bad at typing down names fast, as I was very emotional in the moment and crying a little bit.
All of us
but-
were collectively.
It
Yeah.
was Ulurun.
Yeah, Urun. Spelled
Urun?
U with an umlaut, Urune.
So
Urune.
U with an umlaut,
You.
U with an umlaut is the first
Oh,
letter.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
second U without Unlat.
And then Rune.
I
Urun.
totally got it right the first time.
Uru,
Theo didn't tell me
Uru.
I'm a clown when I gave him my notes.
No one really got it right, but that's okay. It was a little bit in the heat of the moment. I understand.
I think I just said UL something. I didn't want to interrupt the moment to be like, how do you spell that?
Yeah, I know.
They
It's
should
fine.
whip out a fucking
I-
notebook.
I
I'm
could
glad
do
you did.
that in character, but only.
They did. What was that name again?
God,
No,
how do
we-
you
we-
spell this one?
I'm
Let's
Mr. Nimbus.
I'm Mr. Glubus. Sorry.
So after that heart-to-heart, well, he remembers being a Loris and thanks us for being his friends, and then he goes off into the prison, and you know, we trap him in there to carry the burden of containing the two hounds, thus freeing the guy that I always blank on the name on, and I really can't. Colwich. Freeing Colwich, and then we gotta go to East Aurora. He's like, don't worry guys, I got a chariot, just don't look outside. So we get in the chariot and we spend our time in it.
Yeah. And what Zach or Finn, pray tell, what did everyone do? Give me a reminder.
Well, first, Finn had a very nice emotional chat with Cookie because they were doubting their, not only life, but lives, only being one, so it is life. And they were all
Very
sad
confusing.
and shit, wondering like, am I good? And I was like, I don't know, are you? They're like, what do you mean? I was
Figure
like,
it
that's your
out.
call, bro. And you're like, oh.
You have free will,
And then
holy
Coleridge
shit.
had extra hands again. He was part of the conversation. I just don't remember how.
He gave me a notebook because you said I should try journaling.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then you pushed him to ask for more notebooks.
Yeah, that is what happened. And I never got a new notebook, therefore I am never taking notes again. Not that they make any goddamn sense. Anyway, Finn also used this time to open his third eye, aka try and roll a good history check for once, and it turns
And it
out
never
throughout
happened.
all of history, throughout all of lives that come back to this Solomon, I think we peaked at like a 6. So I like sparkling more than still water.
Yeah, we did learn that. And we learned that your brother was a
My
soldier.
brother was a soldier. Silk Cove has some prairie land, you know, whatever. But I like sparkling
Yeah, that's more
more
important.
than still.
Gotta get
I
back
hate
and have a normal
sparkling
cup of
water.
water. Be like, damn, I wish this was sparkling.
This is the true characterization that we need out of these characters. We need to know shit like, do they prefer egg whites or full eggs, and how cooked?
Eggs.
Well, I guess we know that already because of
I
Finn.
have a page
Yeah.
somewhere in this notebook that's just everyone's favorite food. Just from like when I would do the breakfast waffle time.
Remember
and I would just wait to
breakfast.
see when people would roll nat 20s. I would be like,
And
"That's
yet
the one.
we've never
That's
had
the one."
breakfast waffles.
Never once.
Yeah, I
Maybe
don't
there
think
just
so.
aren't waffles in Korrineo.
That can be the first thing that comes up when you guys return back to your bodies.
We all get back. We're like, I feel like having a waffle.
Like, I need a waffle.
Everyone
kid.
bolts upright. I need a waffle.
I need a waffle.
As far as what everyone else did, Cookie had a midlife crisis, or not Cookie. Queso had a midlife crisis.
I only seafoods. That's not how you spell queso.
And then Dida was there,
Dida spoke with his patron.
and Duality played rock, paper, scissors, and just did rock every time. That's what I
did?
got for what people did during the chariot ride until the crash.
Adelgar contemplated her life as corn.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
nice.
what did you learn about that?
I learned that my corn life, I was grown in Silcove vase, I believe. I was harvested and fed to a normal peasant girl, and she stole me from the market to keep herself from going hungry so she could live to a ripe old age.
And it turns out that woman from Silk Cove is Bay's great grandmother.
Jurassic. The naming
Oh.
convention is astonishing.
It's wonderful. I also learned from God that going with Kulwich to kill Isororia is a good sign. Good omens if we choose that
Oh
path.
yes.
And I learned from Mind that it's also a good idea. That, and so the pedal is to the metal now.
It's only
And
a
it
matter
truly
of time,
was,
really.
because then we crashed.
We
Yeah,
crashed and
we're gonna
everyone was
start
knocked
there.
out except for Duality.
We're gonna start there because
My head is
last
rocks.
session was during a Sunday night, so I think it was right. So everyone was kind of ready to go. So we'll just start right there again.
Easy peasy.
So after ascending through the tower, an impact seemed to have left you all unconscious momentarily, except Duality. He wakes you up as if from slumber in ashy dunes of black sand. You're surrounded by your compatriots, almost buried in the desert's blazing sands. You feel the uncomfortable sensation of this burning coarseness over your skin. The sky above completely sunless, instead gradienting crimson red covers the horizon. Nearby, atop a tall dune in front of you, is the sickly figure of Kulwich standing, gazing into the distance. holding a crooked scepter. As you pick yourself off, as you pick yourself up, you dig your hand into the ground. Beneath the black sand is a fine ruby-colored powder, which feels scorching to the touch and reeks of sulfurous brimstone. So you're up now. This guy's.
I would like to re-find Kesha's harmonica in the rubble.
Yeah. You did that. So you got that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. I'm forever in your debt. Thank you. Oh my god, I can't believe I almost lost. I would have been able to do fucking anything.
I got you.
All right, head count. Who's still alive?
I kind of.
That's one.
Really think we need to do a head count? There's only 5 of us. Well,
That's two.
6. Okay, 2.
College is
Three.
having a moment.
Whose arm is that over there? I'm
That's
gonna go
good.
over and pull whoever's
no,
arm
he's-
that is out of the
he's
sand.
waving. Oh no.
All right, 3. And you're already looking for the harmonica. So all right, 4, 5, pointing at Colwich. I think that's all of us, right?
It should be.
I thought there were 6 of us.
You didn't find duality yet.
Where is
Ah, shit.
Where is he?
Oh,
Hey, duality. Have you seen duality?
My clone is also counting heads of everyone here
Oh,
on his left
yes.
hand.
oh,
Spider-Man meme.
All right. Well, we've got everyone ready. So, does anyone have like a plan for how we're gonna approach this? No. All right. I like it.
Oh.
We're gonna kill her.
Well,
that's
we
great.
probably
still
should
don't
talk to.
know if that's like guaranteed.
Yeah, we probably should talk to the guy who's known her for longest and is currently raging on top of a big sand dune about killing her. Seems like he might have a better plan than us.
I think his plan is the same as mine. We're gonna kill her.
I'm gonna walk over to Colwich.
Okay. Everyone is gonna follow for the story's sake. Thank you. You approach Colwich and look at him. He doesn't acknowledge you and continues to stare into the distance. Right there, standing stalwart between the sandy dunes of this hellish desert and the bleeding sky, is a lavish Gothic castle completely made of jet black adamantine, with the signature dark green sparkles, with bright red metallic trim and accents. The castle is so immense and oddly constructed. Many spires stacked atop facades jutting out from the bottom, bridges that go nowhere, vaults that reach into the sky, flying buttresses in unsymmetrical places. Even the ornate windows are forged from the dust of mithril, judging by the subtle silvery tint in the glass. Its architecture seems impossibly laid, yet it stands unmoving in that vast distance. Above the peak of every mountainous spire, in the center of the hellish shrine to the Temptress herself, is a ring of rose-colored flame. Even if the wild and unpredictable nature of fire is contained, the center makes an unnaturally perfect circle. Staring into it gives the same sensation of looking into the sun. You cover your eyes. That same overpowering shine that makes your eyes burn. Stretching out in every direction of this vast desert, the castle is a lone reminder of the enemy to come. Is Aurea, Colwich says. He raises his hand and points a finger weakly to that wretched place. He balls his hand into a fist and clenches it tight. My wicked, abhorrent, traitorous sister, this family will all pay in blood.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm with him.
Yeah, I trust him. He seems engaged, you know?
So, Sir Colwich. Can I call you Cully? Maybe the witch.
He turns back to you. His face looks just like completely serious, but also like really tired and like wrinkly and awful.
We're behind you 100% on this, and I have no idea what we're gonna be able to do in this engagement. But you know, like whatever you need, I'm there.
I don't think I can have you all on my back anymore, but I'll trust that I'll meet you there.
Fair enough.
Sounds good. Yeah, I guess it would be kind of suspicious if we all showed up together.
All right. So do you like go around one side and we go around the other? Because I mean, it's right there, and I think that we would all be going the same way.
Yeah, it would just be a little awkward. Do you want us to like wait? Do you want to wait? Like, how we gonna do this?
Just find me later. He pulls
All
down
right.
a mask covered in feathers, and he turns into a giant crow, and he screeches into the night. Ah! And he flaps his giant wings, forming a gust of wind. The sand kind of makes a twister around him as he bursts in a gust of wind off into the distance, flying into that castle.
Crazy.
Well, he can do that apparently.
That was a cool.
He can do a lot of things.
Is this a masquerade ball? I feel underdressed.
I also feel a little underdressed. Do we like?
Oh shit. Are we supposed to bring masks?
Fuck.
Oh man.
I wish we had like a physical invitation we could check. Man, what a bitch for that. Why'd you marry
She
her?
did
Finn?
that
We're
just to make us
invited.
look silly.
It's not like we weren't invited. We're supposed to be here.
I know, but like, I feel like we can't show up. She gotta kill us for showing up and like ruining the vibe.
I mean, she might just try and kill us anyway, but
Uh,
that would be
that's
very
fair.
rude considering we were invited.
And as we all know, they're very hospitable down here.
They are. If we do kill her, I'm still married to her. Am I the king of hell?
I don't think that's how that works, Finn. I really hate to break it to you.
I didn't.
Didn't
sign
you
a
also, like, get-
prenup. Can I at least get the castle?
Didn't you already get a divorce? I feel like that the time's over for that.
You might be able to get
No,
like I don't know.
Divorce.
You might be able to get her steed, maybe like 30% of her earnings as sort of like, you know,
Like
you
alimony.
could go for a settlement, maybe.
We should get walking at least. Let's walk and have this conversation, okay? I'm sick of
Absolutely.
standing in the
Not
burning
walking.
black sand.
Since Keisha is... No, well, you're not walking. I'll tell you why in
Oh.
a second.
Oh,
Keisha, give
okay.
me a perception roll.
Oh, sick. Perception. That's crazy. That is 19.
Okay, perfect. Between you and the vast castle, there are few and scattered landmarks across the expanse of the desert. The closest one to you looks to be an oasis, although it is difficult to assess and is out of the way. It is shrouded in a wavy mirage, making it difficult to see anything within. Some obsidian spires dot the landscape. They are tall and pointy with a glassy black look. They all lean and point towards the castle, although some are broken with their points sticking into the sand. Immediately, in your direct path between you and the palace, straight ahead, is a lone solop standing ground facing a group of stony golems. The golems seem to block its path to the castle, but they all stand kind of just in a standoff. And you cannot move forward because you're standing atop a steep dune that has this exponential, like, steepness to it, so you can't quite walk down it. You have to find a different way.
I try to take one step forward, like, eep as I'm about to, like, fall and, like, fall back onto my back.
Okay. So you-
We're gonna fall if we take a step forward. I don't know if you saw that.
When your back hits the sand, you feel that red powder that you felt in your palm earlier hit your back, and you take
Oh shit! Ow!
you take 1 fire damage.
I like stand up and scream. Oh, ow, holy shit! don't touch the red stuff. Ow.
The sand.
That's all of it.
It's
What do you mean, don't touch the red
Well, just
stuff?
don't-
That's the
just don't
whole ground.
Yeah.
Just don't fall on your back on the
Yeah, just
edge of a
don't-
cliff.
Don't let your skin touch it. Just keep your shoes on. I don't know. Cover your
Can I not
cover your
wear
toes.
shoes?
No.
So let me clarify. The ground is a black sand. Underneath is a red powder that is very hot. If you fall, your body kind of makes its way through the sand and hits the powder beneath.
Gotcha.
Crazy.
Hey Finn, do I have a vague memory of you learning to do a thing called shield surfing?
Can't happen again.
Yeah, you do.
There's no
Does
mud here,
anyone
but
have a
doesn't
shield? Oh no! Oh shit!
Wait, none of us have shields.
Yeah, what the? Wait, no, that wasn't. Oh, okay, there
I'm
we go.
already
Can I get an-
shredding the sicky narnar, dude.
Can I get an acrobatics check for shredding that sicky narnar?
Acrobatics.
Yeah.
19.
Okay, you shred that sicky narnar, kicking up red dust out of the sand, and he's making a cool blazing red trail behind where he's surfing in like an S shape down this dune. And you make it to the bottom, Finn, and you take your shield up again, and the front is now covered in like this, like it looks completely scorched and burned, so it's very black now.
Holy shit! I didn't think you could be cool. How the fuck are you cool, Finn? What the
I
hell?
didn't think that would be cool.
I didn't think Finn would be cool.
He just shredded that sicky narnar down this entire blazing hill.
Why are you using this slang?
It's new words for you.
Bueno, dudes.
Okay,
I-
I
there
gotta
are
find a way to
four.
walk down.
There are 4 of you left. What is the plan?
I'm gonna unbuckle my breastplate and try and do the same thing.
Okay, I'm gonna need an acrobatics check with disadvantage because you're using a smaller board.
That works for me. Penny board. La la la. 13?
Okay. So you make it about 2/3 of the way down. You kind of, instead of like going in cool S shapes and looking very cool, you kind of just very efficiently put your breastplate onto the ground, stand on it, kick yourself off, and go in a straight line. 2/3 of the way down the hill, you do trip up a little bit and fall face first into the sand, and you take 3 fire damage, but you end up right next to Finn.
And now, what little remains of the hair on the front of your head?
Oh,
is
there's
gone.
nothing.
It's
There's
gone.
nothing there.
Just bald
I am
now.
bald.
Yeah,
Big bald.
that earns a singular nar. No sicky. 1 nar.
Nar.
Your
Noted.
breastplate is similarly black now.
I turn to Duality, who is the biggest person left, and just go, "Can I just like ride on your shoulders? I don't really have a good way to get down. I'm not gonna lie."
All right.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
gonna
I just, like,
grab
clamber
Keisha,
up.
pick them up with my left arm, pull
Oh,
out the obsidian poignard, and I'm gonna just jump facing parallel to the wall and to the hill and just stick the poignard into the sand, being that it's made of obsidian. And I'm gonna just try and use that to prevent us from going into a free fall.
Okay, so
So
you're
it-
gonna kind
Holy
of
shit.
use it as like a what is the word?
Like an anchor.
Yeah.
What
Sort
is-
yeah,
what
ice
is
pick,
the-
sort of.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
Grabbing into it just to, slow our descent.
I just can't think of the word. Okay, can I get a hold on, give me 1 second. Know what you think of what you're gonna do while I'm.
I have my idea. I just want to check with you first before I do it.
You know what? Just give me a strength save to see if you can pull yourself on this dune.
Alright. We are literally golden today, guys. We're killing Isaroria right now. That's my natural 20 as my first roll.
Hell yeah. You're
Okay.
so fucking efficient.
That means we're not
You-
because you used it now instead of then.
Oh.
What you at the bottom of the hill see is Duality kind of just stand facing the opposite direction from the palace, and he just like slowly falls backwards with Keisha on his shoulders, and he does like a little backflip and stabs the poignard into the dune, kind of using it to ride down with his feet touching the ground, and he ends up right at the bottom. Like just absolutely sticks the landing. He pulls the poignard out of the sands, and now it's like obsidian, and in the little channels and etchings in this knife are like is the red dust now, and it now deals an additional 1d4 fire damage.
Whoa!
Holy shit.
That'll be so useful in hell.
That's so dope.
Awesome.
Maybe we'll run into Warner. You never know.
All right, and
Awesome.
Daida, after that amazing display of acrobatic talent, what is your idea?
Can I cast Find Steed and get like the sand seal from Breath of the Wild or like something like that?
Let me.
It doesn't have to be exactly that, but that I use that as an example of like what I'm getting at with it,
Okay.
like some
So
kind
you
of like
kind of
aquatic
just
desert type thing.
you kind of like put your fingers in your mouth and you just do the whistle, and it echoes out into this very vast and empty desert, and kind of next to you, shrugging out of the sand, is like a big cockroach.
Oh,
It's like a big black cockroach, and he just looks at you. He's got these two big antennae. He kind of sits in the sand. He kind of like shakes the sand off of him, and he just sort of waits for you.
I'm gonna climb on and I guess like hold on by the antennas or something as like
Okay.
the reins.
You grab his
And-
antennas, and he just goes. He like shakes.
So it doesn't seem like he wants to go down, or what?
He doesn't like it when you grab the antennas.
Oh, okay. I'll just what can I grab onto here? Because I
His
mean, this
body,
is a pretty
really.
okay. I'll just like climb on my stomach and just kind of like ride down like it's like a kind of like, well, I guess you wouldn't do that on a sled, but basically I'm gonna like lay down forward and just like hold on as I go down, if that makes sense.
Okay. So this cockroach feels you on its back, and now that you let go of its antennas, it like uses it to feel in front of him. He like pokes it around in the space in front of him, and then he jumps into the air where the cliff edge of this dune is, and he releases the like shell on his back that you were holding on to, and wings come out, so you're like holding on for dear life as this thing is flying through the air. You guys are seeing Daida holding onto the edge of its shell, just like ah. And the bug lands right next to you and safely drops you right next to your friends, and it buries itself in the sand.
I don't get to keep him.
No, he's there. He's just putting his body underneath the sand again and poking its
Oh,
head
like
out.
he isn't like he's just like shallowly beneath the sand. You mean?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
sticking his head out. He just likes being warm.
Okay.
Hmm.
He's terrifying, Daida.
I like him.
That's what we gotta. You gotta be terrifying in a place like this.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
He's just a little bug.
I can't say I'm a fan, I'm not gonna lie. No.
You sure? I could have sworn I've seen bigger.
I don't remember that.
No.
Well, why would you? I said
Aliens.
I've seen them. Anyway, castle's that way.
Fucking moth.
Should we, I don't know, check out that oasis over there or something? Take a little rest, make sure we're ready to fight and stuff?
That feels like a trap.
What about that guy? I'm gonna point at the guy in a fucking Mexican standoff against stone golems.
Oh shit, yeah, we probably should help that guy.
He'll be fine.
No, I don't think he's fine.
How many hours do we have left?
Yes, Adelgar.
Hours.
You have 4.5 hours left.
Maybe we should.
I mean, we just
Well,
that's the
he's
time we
in-
have to get to the ball. It's not like we need to like get finish up here in that amount of time. We just got to get there.
Well, and like this
So we
guy is right in our
think.
path.
Maybe this
Ay.
guy can help us.
And how far away is this castle?
So the castle, if you were to walk straight to it, would take around 2 hours. In order to get there, you would have to interact with these stone golems who are in front of you. They're not like quite, not necessarily, and you'll learn why if you interact with them. But you perceive that they would block your way because they're blocking this guy's way. So that would be the fastest way. The closest thing to you, however, is one of those spires, the obsidian spires. The oasis is towards that direction, but it's a little out of the beaten path. You would have to go a little out of your way to get there.
I think it would just be faster to sort this thing out ahead of us.
I would agree.
Theo, how many of these golems are there?
There's about 4 of them.
Oh, okay. I was picturing like a whole like array of them.
No, they're just big guys. 4 big guys.
Alright.
I'm starting to walk.
Yeah, I'm going towards them. Sorry, I'm writing down a bunch of shit because I forgot to record all of the ways that we went down the hill. Alright. Well, I will follow. I'm interested in seeing who the fuck this guy is
Yeah.
and what they plan on doing with these giant stone creatures.
Okay. So you see, you walk closer. They were kind of like small to you in the distance before, but as you get closer, you can kind of better assess what you're looking at. So these are not only are these big stone golems, but they seem to have the same sort of runic carvings. They're like not solid one like form of stone. They're like comprised of many different runic stones, kind of just balled together into their form. And
So it's
then
not like a terracotta type deal.
no, they are like bundles of stones that are kind of just magically held together into a shape. And their shape is like kind of just like a big meaty guy. Not really anything too humanoid. They look almost cartoonish. And standing across from them is like a bugbear, in copper armor, with leathers kind of in between each of the plates. And he's just kind of standing there.
Okay.
Neither of them are speaking, or I guess none of them. But they're just kind of like looking at each other.
Hello. I said hello.
Quiet, would you?
Okay.
Guys, you need any help or something?
No, they're
Listen.
mean.
I'm trying to make it through here. I've got them right where I want them.
In front of you?
We've
You
watched
gonna
stand
move?
for 20 minutes.
I don't judge you for your methods. How are you gonna get through?
I was gonna hit him.
Start walking.
One of the golems steps out of the way and blocks you with just one of his hands, and it's like twice your size.
No, it's cool, bro. We have an invitation.
He pushes you into the sand, and you take 2 fire damage as you fall over.
No, I
He
take
like
one.
playground bully pushes you.
What the fuck, man?
I have resistance to fire.
He can't make a saving throw.
It's fine. I'll take my 1 damage like a champ. I don't need to save.
Maybe he'll get a 1d4 fire damage
That
thing this
wasn't
week.
very nice of you. Do you have a name, big man?
The runes kind of glow as it speaks. I am Rock Protector Golem number 4. I am here to protect the palace.
This man watched Thor Ragnarok recently.
What?
What the fuck does that mean?
It doesn't have a mouth or anything. The
I don't
runes
get
just
it.
kind of glow as he's speaking.
Mr. Rock Protector 4, we have an invitation to the ball. Can we, like, go?
I don't see an invitation.
And we weren't
It
given a
was
physical
verbal.
one.
Invitation from my wife.
Yeah, he's married to her.
I am coded to only accept invitation.
Listen, as someone who spent a lot of my one existence as a robot, like you can just not listen to that code, man. It's real easy.
Hey, number 4. Are you number 4 out of how many exactly?
176.
Where's the rest of you?
Guarding the other ways of the palace.
Okay. How would we be able to produce evidence of an invitation that was verbal?
He doesn't answer.
I think we just gotta kill him.
No, guys,
I think
have
we
a
gotta kill this guy.
hey,
Sorry, go ahead.
no. Before any violence, let me try something, and then we can go to violence if it doesn't work out.
It's a golem. There's no
excuse me,
moral dilemma here.
You're
Mr.
just
Mr.
a
Golem
machine
number
with
4.
no free will of your own.
I'm gonna
He's a synth. They'll kill us all. No, I'm just-
I'm gonna cast friends on
Okay.
the golem.
It gets
Violence starts.
it gets counterspelled from one of the runes on the golem's body, and the rune's glow kind of like completely dissipates. I'm sorry, I do not know the concept of friends.
Well, we could be friends. I could teach you what a
Hello,
friend
my
is if
only
you want.
fref.
I am not programmed to socialize or make acquaintance.
God, I forgot how insufferable robots are that don't have free will. God,
I have
I
a
fucking hate those guys.
We need
Yeah.
seagull.
So there's a lot of different glowing runes. Are we able to like translate any?
I would need an investigation check.
Gladly.
Wait. Oh.
Would it help if you knew exactly what rune I was looking for?
Yes, it would.
Whatever is granting it life specifically.
Okay, you're looking for one that's granting it life.
Alright, cool. So my -1 investigation, that becomes 0.
It all looks like gibberish to you.
And Finn, let me figure this out.
You let the grammarian
Takes
do
out the
something.
big book.
Pulls it out of his back pocket.
Did I take that book with me? I don't even know what happened to
No.
that book.
You put it
Probably
into your
not, right?
hammer space.
Golem, if
Yes.
we told you something that we would only know if we had met Isaroria before, would that suffice?
Those who have laid eyes on the Temptress would only know of the ball. I would logically deduce that you were invited then.
So can we go through?
So could we go?
He doesn't know that we've met her.
We need to prove
He's
that.
saying we need to prove that we've met her.
I really wish you still had the ring, or that we could bring it into this existence. I guess it wouldn't really.
It's gone anyway.
Yeah.
It's gone in
I almost said
both of our dimensions.
Theo, can I now do a check?
Yeah,
to
roll an
look at the-
Arcana check.
Okay. Do I get advantage here? Because it's
Yeah.
Okay.
You're the arcane interpreter.
I'm the guy. I'm that guy. That is a 22.
All of the runes on the outside of him, you deduce, are more oriented around the purpose of him protecting and guarding. More like stuff that has to do with his combat ability. You assume the stuff that would give him life and the important stuff is on the inside, where you wouldn't be able to interact with it. So the runes on the outside are encasing the more important runes on the inside.
So I can deduce that there are runes inside of him. Then.
there would have to be in order for him to have life.
Okay. Anybody got a chisel?
Let's
No.
not be rash now.
Finn, do you remember anything of importance about
Oh,
your
no.
wife that might prove that we've talked to her?
Finn, do you remember anything?
Really big and had red skin and dark hair. She has pretty eyes and is really scary. Is that good enough?
Is there
This is
anyone
true
by the
of
name
any
of
succubus.
Is there anyone by the name of Godslayer taking residence here?
Ah, you are aware of the esteemed guest. Please, come in. He, like,
Jesus
turns
Christ.
and lets you in.
Ah, lovely. I've been looking to catch up with that guy.
He's not like dead or any. Listen. I challenged that man in the other world, and I'm kind of not equipped right now as me. I'd have to be the other guy. So
You'll be fine.
I
Come
I
on,
kinda,
we gotta go
I
meet
kinda
Godslayer.
I really would love to not meet Godslayer again until I,
I'm gonna
I'm
start
violent.
dragging Keisha behind me.
No, oh God, please, please don't do
Anyway,
duality. Please. Oh God,
As you
oh
were
God.
number 4, thank you for your service.
As you were.
The golem just turns back to the bugbear Solip as they remain in their Mexican standoff.
That went well. So wait,
Sometimes
where's the
it's better
door?
to talk.
The
Why didn't we just
soundtrack
say
is,
that the bugbear was one of ours?
I think that they probably would have guessed that from the fact that he was standing there for God knows how long beforehand. The golems are programmed, but I don't think they're stupid.
You'd be surprised what a bunch of math inside a shit can do.
I fucking hate numbers. Okay,
buddy.
I'm not a barbarian. I just really hate numbers.
He starts punching the walls.
The what walls?
We're not dead.
Sorry, no,
punching
not sorry, the
sand
floor,
back to
sorry.
The lower layer of hell.
Well,
All right.
let's
so,
continue.
Yeah,
I guess
may as well just keep
let's.
going.
I'm gonna just look at towards the castle. Is there any clear path that we can take that isn't laden with death or more golems?
Well, that's a bit.
Yeah, the path ahead is pretty clear, although there is an obsidian spire between you and it. But when you look to the castle, you're much closer now, so you're able to kind of get a better look. There's no real entrance. You don't really know where the front door is
To the
This is
spire?
to the palace.
Oh.
Since it's impossibly laid, it's pretty hard to comprehend where you would enter.
We couldn't have asked College where the door is before he left.
We could ask the golems.
Yeah, we could do that.
Rock Golem Protector number 4.
We have a
Can you,
question.
escort us to the entrance.
No,
Can you give us directions?
he
Please?
points to the left end.
Thank you.
Thanks. It narrows down half of it, I guess.
I whisper in his ear, "You're my favorite rock protector."
You extend.
He's gonna
20
punch you
feet
into the
up.
sand.
I
Never mind, he
deserve
misses.
this.
He's gonna get advantage because his fist's so big. All right, that's good enough.
Is it?
It was an 18
He gave
Not good
himself
enough.
inspiration.
for a total of 24.
That's good.
Hmm.
He was flipping karma caps in his own campaign.
Listen, he's gotta get after him for that. He just molested a government employee.
12 bludgeoning damage, 4 fire damage, and you're prone.
Can I help Finn up?
Yeah,
What?
you pull him out of the sand, and his
What the hell
face
did
is
you
like
say to him?
is like covered in the black sand.
I
You
just
good,
told
bro?
him he's my favorite rock protector.
Maybe he
Alright,
wants to be
let's
treated
go.
equally as everyone else. I don't know. Yeah, let's
Class
go.
consciousness
Hadgar's
is
right.
developing. We have to leave them to understand it on their own.
I don't think they will.
I'm gonna start walking towards the left side of the castle.
I'm gonna follow Adelgard towards the left side of the castle.
Okay, eventually on your path stands before you an obsidian spire. It's not like quite, you could just walk around it, or you could take a look at it.
I'll look at it.
Okay. So it's pretty damn tall. Say probably like 30 feet tall. The tip of this one is broken and in the sand kind of next to it. But there is a letter, or not a letter, a Roman numeral. Which one should this be?
176.
Give me 1 second to figure this out.
Always the Roman numerals, man.
I punched the fourth shield.
This isn't a puzzle.
No, we did our puzzle for the day. We did 2 puzzles.
punch.
Get down the dune, get past the guy.
We did it.
I punch
Mention
Finn's
Godslayer.
shield.
It snaps in half. I look at you with disapproval.
I'm very proud of myself.
It's gonna be the Roman numeral for 5, and the passage in Infernal is carved into the spire.
It's a
I'm
good
for
thing we
legend
can read
lore.
Infernal.
Okay. It can only be read if you, since the spire is made of glass, it's difficult to read. You can really only read it if you touch your fingers to it.
I'll touch it.
All right. You can read this out. In character, read this out loud.
The ultimatum as Anduin ascended to become the architect, Matilda was faced with a choice to join her other half and build a new fate for all people, or stay and enjoy the life she had been given. Ultimately chose the latter, with 2 D's. And knowing that there
Shut
was
up.
still good to be done on Korrineo, and Anduin had different plans. So is Matilda a good person or not? I can't tell.
You're not gonna let any of us make the ladder joke?
Kulwich said that the opinion seems pretty divided on her.
Yeah, I guess, but I trust Kolwich, and he didn't seem to like her very much.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
You can deduce that because of the number, this is one piece in a passage.
Guys, this must be
boy.
one piece in a passage.
Thanks. And thanks for pointing out my spelling mistake. I didn't know there was a difference between ladder and ladder.
No,
It's a clue. We get to the
I
left side of the
thought- I thought it
castle
was
and we look
clue,
for a ladder.
genuinely. We're
It
looking
is
for
a
the ladder.
puzzle.
I thought it was like very intentional, which is why I said it.
No,
it was
no,
a puzzle for Theo.
I didn't know that ladder in that sense was spelt with 2 T's.
No,
That's
that's
okay.
fair. It's understandable, man.
It's one of those funny words.
How
you
far
climb
away
the
are all
former
of
or
the
the latter?
other spires? Are they all pretty scattered?
In the path between you and the castle, there's another 2 that you can
Okay.
kind of hit on the way. But the other ones are pretty scattered. You have to go pretty out of your way to look at them all.
Okay.
I think it would probably be worth it to learn as much information as we can, you know?
I mean,
we gotta kill her. So, I mean,
Dinah's
Holy
inclusion in
cow,
this session
boy.
is just, we gotta kill her.
I don't know that we have
When are
time
you
to.
the violent one?
Listen, this might seem kind of odd of me to say, but I don't know if we have time to go doing library inspections of all of the spires in this place.
Are you feeling okay?
Hey, are you? I like throw my hand on top of Dinah's face, trying to like feel for a fever.
Listen, it's not that I don't want to. We can do. Hey. We can kill her,
If we
and then
kill,
we can do it.
no, we can't, Dinah. We kill her, and we have to fucking get out of here.
Not if we kill everything.
I think
I
you're
didn't think of
severely
it like that.
underestimating. I think you're severely underestimating what we're going up
But
against
hey,
here.
if we
Respectfully.
do that, then we have all the time we want to learn all that we want about this place.
I don't mean
Alucard,
to.
please help.
I don't mean to interfere, but there are multiple of you.
Guys, I have an idea. What if we split the party?
But he hates when we do that.
This
Who
is
is
the one
he?
case where I would let you.
All right.
Are
So
the
we get our information,
other...
and then we run the gauntlet of all the gods of the underworld.
Wait, I'm not sure what the point of splitting the party here is.
Are the other
Just read all
ones
the stuff.
in a similar direction, or are they kind of all scattered in different directions?
They're all scattered in
split.
different directions. You would have to all split up.
Okay.
In order to hit them all, you would have to all split up.
Would we still be able to make it to the castle in time?
If you all split up and do 2 each, yes.
Okay.
All right, reading
Does
time.
that mean, are you saying that there's 11 of them?
There are
Or-
10, so one of you would hit only one.
Because we've
Well,
just
only-
read number 5.
Or,
Yeah,
yeah.
The only thing is that there are more spires than there are passages, so some of them do repeat. So it is a bit of luck involved. So, since
Alright.
each
Little
of
luck.
you, each of you can visit 2 and still make it in time. So, we're gonna go one by one. Each of you rolling 2d10 to see what passages you get, and then I'll give you the
Ooh.
passage to read out loud.
So wait, there's a chance that we all get the same one.
Yep.
There's a chance we roll nothing but 5s.
There's a chance you get. It depends on the rolls, but you might get all of the story, or some of it, or less of it than you would want. But it all depends.
If Dark Souls lore had a timer on it.
So, who wants to go first?
I'll go.
I'll go. Oh, you can go.
Not diving,
Dida can
Okay.
go.
All right,
though.
I'll.
Diving,
Dida
wants
can
to
go.
He wants to get this out of the way so he can kill her.
Well, I think that's just you, bud.
I'm gonna kill her.
Since we got here, I've been very hesitant about wanting to kill her.
And now Dida gets to her house, and
Hey,
he's like,
hey.
"Guys, let's kill the horse."
I gotta get
I'm jinking.
Finn. I gotta get paid. I gotta get paid, man.
I am here for a check, buddy.
All right, 3 and 8. So 2 new
All right,
ones.
2 new ones. All right, you're gonna read these out loud. So we're gonna assume within the scene that as soon as you all like rejoin, that this is what you're like relaying this to everyone else.
Also, Theo, at the end of all this, would you mind putting the ones that we did find into the?
That is
um,
your job.
Well, I'm transcribing on someone else's keyboard.
Well, ask your fellow party members to put the passages that they find into somewhere.
Okay, guys.
It's very simple.
Please.
Just send in them
Pretty
to us. We
please.
just copy and paste.
After you read. Yes.
Is the first one 3 or does it not even matter?
The first one's 3, the second one's 8.
Okay.
Would
The
we want to
Rise.
wait until everyone does their rolls so
Or-
we can try and keep it somewhat chronological.
If
That would
that
probably
is what
make-
you
That would be
wish.
helpful.
That would probably make
Yeah,
more
we,
sense.
we would probably come back together and be like, all right, which numbers did we
Yeah.
all hit?
That we could do that then. Yeah.
All right. I wasn't gonna make you do it any certain way, but since you had the good idea to do that, you can do it, of course.
Awesome.
So Finn, give me what you rolled here.
I have rolled 1 and 5, baby.
No.
All right. I'll send you them in the order in which you told me.
Okay.
I just
If
think
there's
it'd be
any misspellings or grammatical things, I'm sorry. And also, if there's a part of your passage that seems to be censored, part of the passage is omitted.
Mm,
Seems like it was carefully scratched out.
Interesting.
but the amount of periods in the censorship is the amount of characters / letters that would have been there. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it is a puzzle.
Kind of.
This is
It's
my
as
kind
much-
of puzzle.
It's as much of a puzzle as you want it to be. Let's do Adadar
And on one of
next.
these, you see inscribed the daily Wordle.
I got a 6 and a 10.
Nice.
Six.
It's gonna really suck if the one we don't get is 1.
No, Zach got one.
That guy.
Oh no! Oh yeah, that's right. He did get 1. Okay.
So we'll have at least the beginning and the end.
I forgot what the other one Zach rolled was.
Correct. Let's do Keisha.
Got 1 and 4.
All right.
I thought you were gonna say 1 and 5. I was like, no.
Four.
These
Looks
are the
like the
rules I
story's
care
gonna
about.
have
Also
one
got
big
one,
gap in it.
and Queso also got 5 early, so I have not contributed.
Duality.
I got 2 and 3 consecutively.
Nice.
There you go.
There's 2,
So we're gonna either miss 6, 7, or 9. Then.
and there's 3.
I have 6 already.
I think we're missing 7,
Oh.
8, and 9. Or no,
No, I
7
have
and
8.
9.
Just 7 and 9.
7 and 9, yeah.
Well, you know, could be worse.
Okay. So now you can kind of deduce your passages in the order in which you want to tell them, and then say them out loud.
But what
So-
did duality get? What did you get?
2 and 3.
Oh, yeah, that's right. For some reason, I just heard that and then was like, all right, now let's see what Mitch rolls.
So
I don't know
in
why.
character, you're all together now. You remember the passages and the numbers that you found. You're trying to get a better idea of the whole story here.
Well, let's just put them in order into resources.
You
as
just
we
read them
go
in
through.
character.
Well, we're going to read them
Yeah.
in character, but I'm just saying, like, after we read them, just put them into resources in order.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. I got 1.
Okay.
The tower.
Cool.
A haven and home for those who have perished. The first gods, having abandoned humanity, left them to dim, complete non-existence upon the loss of their lives.
And I got number 2 and 3. So the second one was the architect. Anwin, on the brink of death, saw into Dim, and it ravaged his mind. Every waking moment fed into his obsession with the afterlife. He thought humanity deserved more. Third one reads, The Rise. Anwin bore the desire for immortality of humanity and carried it on his back. He devoted himself to learning of the gods and their power, to become one of them.
Alright, well, so I had the fourth one, the companion. Before his eventual ascension, Anwin found a kindred and like-minded soul, Matilda. In life, they were inseparable and bonded through many years of mutual love. They made each other complete for better or for worse. That's all I got. I also got the same one to spin.
Right, and we already read 5.
Yeah, we
so
already read 5.
6.
So whoever got 5,
I got
Paste
it.
that
You
in.
got it. Oh, you getting
Yeah.
there? Don't you worry. I got it covered.
they've got it, guys.
I fucking got it.
6 is the gods. Anwin became the architect, the fate he felt he had always deserved. Matilda became the blank caretaker of the fallen who birthed a Solops to fulfill Anwin's desire for immortality for all humanity.
Before we read 8 really quick, let me read it over. I think I made a mistake here.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Who got 8 again?
Me.
Okay, I need to change a word.
Okay.
So no one got 7.
I didn't
Or
see a
9.
7.
So mine is gonna have like no context at all.
Damn.
It's gonna have a little context, maybe.
I don't know.
I'll
I mean,
catch up
obviously,
with
I don't
you
have the
guys.
final
I'm gonna
product.
Go find 7 and 9. How about you guys go kill my wife?
I feel like you need to be the one to do that, guy, or at least help with it. It's kind of your fault we're here.
I can't believe you wrote it in as just 6.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Fuck
say
Roman
that.
numerals! Fuck them!
No, come on.
Roman numerals are
Come on.
fun.
No, they're not.
Come on.
I
What
like
do you have
'em.
against Roman numerals?
They're dumb.
I like them.
Can you elaborate?
No.
What, does the ops make you use them or something?
No. I just don't like them.
The ops don't make me do anything. I hate the ops.
Oh, you edited it. Okay.
Yeah,
sorry,
I did. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought I didn't. Yeah. I guess I was waiting for the bleep noise of Discord messages. Okay. The curse. Matilda birthed Anwin's children to have dominion over layers of the tower he constructed. Her spite, after being fostered inside for many years, unleashed itself in a curse upon these children. They were all born without... ... that which Anwin desired and valued most for them. This caused a rage-filled dispute between the two gods.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I have no clue what that could possibly mean. I'm not gonna lie.
Born without.
What would they be born without?
I don't know.
Soul?
Fear?
10
Sure.
is the
Legs.
fall. The fall. Blank fell from the tower's shattered base into the deep abyss. Anwin, through his burning wants and restless soul, had ultimately lost. The tower would never be perfect and complete as he had worked for.
So, maybe in order to defeat Ace Aurora, we just need to bring up her daddy issues?
Kinda sounds like a bitch.
Well, he made a cool tower.
He didn't
He wanted
finish it.
people to be immortal. Well, something fell and he couldn't.
Hey Thea, how many letters are in cover and why?
Too many.
Just checking.
You can never be in too many layers of cover.
Okay.
Where
So
did
you're
we
missing two.
reconvene, by the way?
You're kind of on the edge of the palace, on its leftmost edge. So if
Okay.
you look straight north like you were facing before, there's nothing. But if you look to your right, there's the palace, but no entrance. Weirdly.
Should we knock on a wall, maybe?
Go ahead.
And I go up and knock on the wall.
Yeah, you go. Part of the bricks and layers of adamantine making the castle kind of shift and move around, kind of like platform 9 3/4. And then a archway appears, and it looks like a sort of mysterious, like, red twisting portal is formed in the wall.
Guys, I did it! I
Because
did
of
it,
the Dark
guys.
Souls hit the wall thing.
That was really cool.
All right, let's go
Thank
kill
you.
her.
I know I'm pretty cool.
Okay,
Don't-
Let's.
All right,
Oh,
maybe
hey.
let's not be saying that out loud once we're in there.
Yeah.
We're in a
Gotta
desert,
fucking
though.
chill, bro.
Tone,
We
it's
are-
down.
We are exactly 2 feet from her house.
We're not gonna run in there trying to pick a fight with everyone we see. That is
We're
a
gonna be
terrible
good?
idea.
Yes.
Let's just.
I would
If you do,
encourage you
I
to keep
don't
your
know
mouth
you.
shut.
Let's just go to the ball and see what happens.
As you all are bickering, a Cambion flies out of the portal towards you and knocks you all over. And he picks himself up off of you and shakes himself off and then just like flies right back through with a trident in his hand.
Wait, he goes back into the portal after just like shoulder checking us?
No, he didn't shoulder check you. He like fell onto you and then just got back up and went through.
Hey,
So wait, he
it's not. Give me your
Hey,
insurance information.
guys, let's think about what just happened for a second. Cambion tumbles out of portal, weapon in hand, and without so much as looking to see who he collapsed into, goes back in. Do you think that maybe Colwich started fighting without us?
I
Let's
hope
just
not.
go
I hope he's not
inside.
that dumb.
If
Gotta
we
fucking
gotta
chill.
join him, we gotta join him.
Gotta chill.
Wait, I didn't expect this murder streak from you of all people. Holy shit. Are you good?
I got a job to do.
A job?
It's not exactly a
What?
streak. It's kind of just like an obsession at this exact moment.
Hey, the man upstairs told me to do this, so or,
God?
or downstairs, I suppose, or sideways
Who are you
stairs.
Who are you talking about?
I'm just gonna go in.
These are mental health issues we'll address later.
Bay walks through the portal and
Does?
disappears. Well, sorry, Finn walks through the portal. They're so similar. Finn
Faye
walks through
shows
the
up
portal.
and he walks through the portal.
Hello, my scallop.
Finn walks through the portal and nothing.
They are holding hands.
So you just watch
Alright.
Finn go through this portal and nothing crazy happens.
He goes to the
All
portal
right.
and then buzzsaw sound effects and blood starts flying out.
Is that a bird?
Okay. I might as well just go. I'm just gonna shrug and just walk in after him.
I
sprint
will
through.
also go.
Can't get worse than this.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So you all walk through this portal and you make your way into a giant, like a foyer almost, with a chandelier hanging from the center. You're like, from where you came out of, you're on like it's like a staircase that goes up in the middle of the room that's parts 2 ways, and you are on the left side. You just came out of a wall onto this staircase. And in front of you are Cambions, Solips, all sorts of monstrosities. They're all wearing these very ornate, decorated masks. And they are going wild. There's someone hanging from the chandelier, like breathing fire. There's people like there's people dancing and beating each other up. There's a Cambion with a spear kind of plunged it into the floor and is pole dancing with it. It's all sorts of craziness happening in this room, and it's so noisy you can like barely hear each other if you were to speak.
I
Guys,
was
Algar is
expecting
gonna.
something classier.
I mean, it's hell. I don't really know what I was expecting.
What?
What were you saying, Adelgar?
Oh, I was just gonna say, Adelgar's just gonna take her sash off and wrap it around her face.
This is the party music.
This shit does
Um,
not go hard.
We just got here.
Wait, I need to look at the image of Hadron's headpiece again, because I don't remember what it looks like.
Guys, I think we're underdressed for this.
I don't think half these people are dressed.
That they all have the fucking masks on.
And
succubus
some
and
of them nothing else.
I'm just gonna
s-
pull up my part of my shirt so that only my eyes are visible through the mask or through the helmet I'm
shirt.
wearing.
I don't think
A succubus in like a black torn up dress covered in like a thorny vine approaches you with a platter. You seem quite underdressed.
See, tell you guys.
We
You
weren't
know of
informed
any
of the
good places-
theme.
Here, just
you know of any places
reach
that
into
we
the
could, like?
reach into the platter. You'll find something you'll like.
into the platter.
I dig my hand
Oh
in
shit,
there.
this is magic.
You
Is it a
reach
bag
into
of
the
holding?
platter and it like bends around your hand as you plunge it
Holy
into like it liquidizes around your hand. It's like you're reaching into a silvery pool,
This
but
is
it feels
completely normal platter.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of platters you keep at home.
it feels like you're plunging your hand into like slime.
Ew. Can I pull my hand out?
No.
Yeah, there's a
It's
there's
lost
a
forever.
mask. There's a mask in it of your favorite D&D monster.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm
You
gonna
can
put my
determine
hand
what
in.
that is.
I need to look at the compendium.
I can do this too, right? Because
Yeah,
I
everyone
don't have
can do it.
anything to work with.
Okay.
here.
In fact, she insists.
I'm
In
trying to.
fact, she pulls a gun on us and says, "Take a mask." All right.
I honestly don't know what. I don't know if I have a favorite monster.
You guys can all look it up and find your favorite D&D monster.
I have mine. My mask's gonna be freaky as hell.
Slime,
Mine looks like an aboleth.
He's got an aboleth mask. Yeah, everyone put like in I guess resources or player characters, put the image of your favorite D&D monster and the name of it.
No. The one I want to go with is not my
In player
favorite,
characters?
It's just what I think is funny.
Oh, wait.
Because the D&D art for a slime is just a cube. So I just imagine Minecraft slime block on head. And I think
You don't
that's
want to do
funny.
Owlbear? You don't want to do Owlbear for the sentiment?
Owlbear is up there. I like that.
And remember, this is your character's favorite D&D monster.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Theo,
Oh.
As in
Okay,
the-
hold on.
Theo, can I? I don't know if, because I don't know which all things are in existence here, but can I do this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
So player characters, you said?
Yeah, yours is gonna look like a Halloween mask, like one of those rubber ones you put over your whole head. You're gonna have that. It's not like a masquerade ball mask. It's like
It'll
a giant
work.
rubber mask.
Honestly, as a person in real life, I think they're pretty hilarious too. I like them. Kuatoa. Wait,
Sure, Lydia.
Yay!
I've never heard of this thing before.
Me neither. I just found it while I was looking through the alphabetized list.
It's from Witchlight.
do you guys know? Did you guys know?
I
what
was
the-
gonna go with Abyssal Chicken, but that's okay.
That's a good pick.
Did you
Anyways,
guys
what,
know
Noah?
Did you guys know what the name of the patron deity of the Kuatoa is?
Bual.
No, I think that's just a Baldur's Gate thing. The literal name of the patron deity is Blibdoolpoop.
Blib de poop.
Blibdoolpoolp. I don't know. It's just like a. Oh my gosh! There's only the only depictions on the wiki are a first edition and a fourth edition version.
I
The
thought about
Beholder.
doing a beholder, yeah.
I think it taps into like the teenage boy of like, oh, it looks so disgusting. I think it looks so cool.
Your mask is like a masquerade mask, but it has only one eye hole on like the left side, but it has a bunch of like little decorative eyes that like come out of the sides of it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. If it wasn't like our character's favorite, it would have been beholder.
Beholders are cool as hell.
I guess we
Ah,
go into the
fucking-
Infinite Forest now and do our Festival of the Lost.
Find my Jesus Christ.
TurboTax, stop sending me fucking emails. I don't have my W-2 yet.
I got my
Um,
W-2 today.
Woo.
You know what? We'll just stick with this thing.
This is perfect for
Um,
the ball.
By the way, Theo, do
Yeah.
our characters themselves hear the organ playing?
Yes, it's incredibly loud.
Dude, this
In
is
this-
awesome.
In one part of the room, like to your left, there's a giant glass wall that like is cylindrical, but you can only see it through one side, obviously. But in there, it's a giant organ with like a mind flayer playing it, and spewing out of the organ's tubes is like purple and blue fire as he presses the keys.
So he's in like a glass tube room?
Yeah, he's contained.
Like a big cylinder, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, guys. Here's mine.
This is just. Let's see.
The ancient dragon turtle.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
All right, you have your masks. She's gonna snap her fingers. Everyone, give me a reference image for what you're gonna be wearing. Make sure it is appropriate for a hell ball.
Wait, what do you
Oh,
mean?
God.
Did we already give
Oh,
you a reference
clothes?
So
For
we're-
clothes.
God.
Fit.
Yeah, you're doing your fit.
Wait,
All right.
We're
yeah.
We're not just wearing
Hellball.
what we were already wearing?
No, you need to be appropriately dressed
Do I
for
have
the
my
temptress.
armor on underneath what
Alright.
I'm wearing?
Your armor is still so like you still retain what you're wearing right now, like the effects of the clothing and stuff. You just appear to be wearing this.
Alright. Time to open up fucking Dolce
I'm
and
gonna
Gabbana and
be the
find some
prettiest
fucking.
princess at the ball.
Bay, you should probably, or Finn, you should probably look more groom-esque.
Oh, trust
You
me,
should look
I
like
know
you're ready to
exactly
groom.
what I'm doing. I just need to find the right image. John Travolta.
Oh my gosh, I have it. I'll just put it. Should I put it in player characters as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have a Kuatoa, a owlbear, a dandelion, a beholder, and an ancient dragon turtle.
A Kuatoa.
Oh,
wearing
absolutely.
A Kuatoa
Yeah, go
The one on
wearing
the
a
left, Theo.
denim.
Oh, the one on the left. Yeah, sure, why not?
No, I'm not wearing a dress. I'm not sleepy.
So, Dida's gonna
I'm
look like a
wearing this.
fucking nerd in his jean dress. You look like a fucking English peasant.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about this, Theo? I chose that image despite the fact that I, in real life, despise any kind of denim apparel that's above the waist. I hate it all. But
The
not-
jute.
I just like the idea of a Kuatoa wearing a denim jacket and a bow tie and khakis.
Hell yeah.
Maybe
Pitch,
not the
what do you think?
glasses,
Good
but
pitch? Good pitch, Mitchell. Pretty good.
Let me see.
You'd be so handsome.
An interesting idea.
You'd be so handsome.
We went very different directions with this. I'll show you what I.
Theo, can I have the
grabbed.
Kuatoa mask have the glasses though?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Sweet.
Zach, this is the reference image I pulled up.
No one's wearing a jute and a giant rubber mask of a fish and glasses on top. Like
Oh,
this
that's
is-
snazzy shit right there. This was
Yeah.
the one I went with.
This is the last thing I thought I'd be doing in D&D when I woke up this morning.
This is cool. I like this part.
hilarious.
This is fun. I like character customization.
What does Bricky T get to wear?
Ricky
Ricky
T's
T's not here.
No. just once for the road. Wait, that's the wrong one.
Man, look
That
up
one.
the wall attire. There's a lot of Lies of P outfits in this.
He was going through his Lies of P arc.
And also messy for some reason.
Messy? Are you calling me messy?
You know what? I'm actually just gonna lean into the aesthetic. If it's a hell ball, it's gonna be what Duality thinks you're supposed to wear to a hell ball.
Giant dress.
The Beetlejuice suit would go hard.
Oh hell yeah, Finn in the Beetlejuice suit. I keep messing up your name.
I'm thinking with John Travolta, but it would go hard.
It would go hard.
By the way, Theo, where is the cockroach? Because he probably... Is he just... Like...
He trudged through the portal. There's a Cambion like across the room riding him like a like a mechanized bull.
Are they holding the antennas?
Here.
No. They're like
This
just
is-
holding onto his back.
This is what Duality showed up with, because he just kind of assumes this is what you wear to a fancy party in hell.
That's awesome.
So perfect.
He's dressed like a vampire.
Yeah.
I couldn't find any good reference images for what I was thinking of, so I just made it.
I will say though, the other
Oh,
other
that's
reference
sick.
image that I was trying to look for other styles for would have been closer to this, because I was gonna go with a Castlevania look anyway. And I thought it would be
Do
funny.
it! Do it!
I still could. You know what? I think I'll do that, but with less of the flowing. I don't
mean,
like it draping along the floor. I need mobility.
It stops at your knees. You gotta show
Little
the legs
slut.
off.
His rocks.
Gotta
Is-
show off the rock.
Is
bars.
Duality's shadow
calves.
clone wearing this too? Then?
No, you know what? The shadow clone's dressed like the vampire, and I'm dressed like that.
So they're not clones.
We're a couple.
You're arm in arm.
Yeah.
This got weird.
Nah, it's cool. We're chill with it. Is that everyone's then?
Yup.
I think so.
Okay, so you all are dressed appropriately. I was gonna say, oh, you all look so fantastic. I just love to see that.
Oh, thanks. That's a crazy plate.
Thank you.
I'll be making my way towards other guests now, but you have a good time before the big ceremony, okay?
Okay, thank you.
And you could come back to my room. And she taps Duality's nose.
Just my my echo's just gonna like shoulder his way forward a bit.
Oh, big man. Okay, I'm walking away. She just like moves away. You've got this whole room full of thrashers and partiers in front of you now. The crowd is very thick. It would be pretty difficult to maneuver your way through. I'm talking like packed like a college frat house party during like the beginning of like summer break, kind of packed.
Damn.
It's been a while since I've been to the club.
And you do see the Mind Flayer playing this flaming organ.
That's pretty dope, actually.
It's a shame that his music sucks.
I think
He
you should-
looks
It's a
towards-
shame that you're wrong.
He turns
Finn.
around while he's still playing and he looks at you.
You got
Not
any
my taste,
requests?
bro?
He takes one of his tentacles and goes like this.
He's lame.
I'm
You
gonna
should
need
get
a
tipped for
intelligence
this.
saving throw.
I'm gonna be dead before we meet in Sororia. intelligence saving throw. Well, I'm really
Yeah.
smart. 6.
And they say
Alright,
I'm the
you
combative
take some
one
psychic
here. Whoa.
damage.
He says, take this, you butthole, and then you take 12 psychic damage.
7 psychic damage.
Fair.
The like the middle finger like invades your mind.
Fingered your brain.
You can feel his tentacles like grabbing onto the inside of your skull and like just suckering onto any neuron he can get his little hands on.
He grabs your brain and goes.
My brain.
You guys watch as like a bump is like moving throughout Bay's head and like morphing his skin over it.
You good?
I don't like that I have the supplied visuals from Deadpool 3 to know what that looks like. All right, well, good thing all the rest of us like the music, huh?
I think this is a banger.
You're
So,
telling me.
Good little dance.
where exactly? So we're here.
You're here.
Do
So
we
no
know
more
if
timer.
Isarorius stopped counting the timer?
There's no more timer. You all are here.
Okay.
You feel a sense of
But does
relief.
she know?
It doesn't. She will know.
Oh boy.
Really, it only matters that you're here.
Okay.
Should we find her?
I mean, you know, there's a whole party. It's, I wonder where Godslayer is.
I don't wonder where Godslayer is. Let's not look for him, please.
I'm gonna scan the crowd and look for Godslayer.
Roll investigation.
Oh God.
While he's doing that,
Uh.
I'm looking for my bitch wife. She should not be hard to find.
The
That's an
size
11.
variation in this room is actually quite big. There are some people who reach the ceiling with their height. So it's not like a crowd of normal people where it's like a sea. It's more like a forest where like some people are rising above the top and
How
some others
tall is
aren't.
the ceiling? Like, how high up is the ceiling in this room?
Probably like 45 feet.
Yeah. And one of the
A
people who
vaulted
reaches
ceiling.
the ceiling is completely naked.
No, I never said
So
that.
we at least know that the hounds can't fit in here.
I'm sure they'd find
hounds
a way
are
if they got
here.
Oh no.
No,
Savage is on the dance floor.
Terran,
breaking
why are
down.
you here? Terran, go back to your stones.
Savage is here getting nasty on the dance floor.
There is one stone golem in the middle, like dancing.
Theo, I thought you were
Getting
about to start
down.
doing the emote that Lydia uses.
No, he's just like breaking it down.
He's
Getting
doing
down.
the
Be
robot.
working.
I am programmed to party and play.
I am programmed to bust it
I
down.
take it back.
I imagine all the runes on his outside are all just like synonyms for dance.
I like to imagine all the runes are actually glowing like a disco ball.
People are like writing on top of him with like Sharpie.
Some guy is writing a new rune into him.
He's getting down.
He's getting down and dirty. Anyway, I imagine 11 doesn't yield many results for finding Godslayer.
No, but you see someone with a Godslayer mask.
Oh shit, he's their
Okay.
favorite mob?
Can I look around for Godslayer so I can avoid him?
Yeah, roll investigation.
Am I good to roll for looking for my bitch wife?
Yeah, are you looking like wading through the crowd looking, or are you just looking from where you are?
I'm wading through the crowd.
Okay, perception. What does the investigation yield?
14.
Okay, you just see the same person that Duality sees. You both are looking at them. It's got like this lightning and storm themed mask.
I don't like it. I don't like him.
That's kind of cool.
It looks cool, and I don't like the implications.
You see a lot of different demons, succubus, some... I need to look up the names of specific demons, some cambions.
Incubus.
All kinds
But
of
no.
fiends and fae.
Yeah, fiends, all sorts of stuff.
Witchlight Carnival.
but no Isororia.
I start asking around while I'm waiting through the crowd. Just, hey, like slapping people's shoulders, trying to get their attention, yelling just so you can hear each other. I love the crowd.
You tap the back of this big, like larger looking, like tall but slender Cambion in a black suit, and he turns around and he's got like these big black bushy eyebrows and giant horns sticking out of the side of his head. What? What do you want?
Have you seen my wife?
Who? Who are you?
Isoria?
Oh, the host?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not gonna find the host here.
I didn't know if she felt like breaking it down funky fresh style.
Oh no, this is just the entrance. You gotta get to the 17th floor, buddy.
Fuck, is there an elevator?
What's an elevator?
God damn it.
It's this thing that you
walk away.
vomit inside of. And...
Have a beautiful day.
Usually they're there for punching.
Hey, wait, what was your name?
Amdafin.
Ha, you fell for it. You're gonna take a bunch of fire damage. Someone learned
That's
your
right,
identity
buddy.
at the
You
masquerade.
Just entered into a legally
Oh,
binding
shit, I didn't
contract.
think about that.
Whoops.
34 fire damage.
Wait,
Shit.
does that mean if I
17.
say someone else's name that I know, do they take fire damage?
Oh my god, can I? That's how I kill Godslayer. Godslayer, Godslayer.
How do you know that's his
Isororia.
real name?
The hostess and her chosen guests are immune to this, but every other guest, if you learn their identity or if they learn yours, they will reap consequences.
You said
wait, we're not the
I
chosen
chosen
took
guest
off my
anymore,
polite
fuck.
tag.
Sorry, say again, Dido.
Are we not chosen guests of Isororia?
No, you were invited, but you are not her esteemed guests. Like
The
God.
esteemed guest is Godslayer. We just learned that from the rock guy.
Well, yeah,
Shit.
but that's esteemed. That's different from chosen, so that's why I asked.
Well, it's similar.
Her guest of honor, her singular guest that she made this around, basically.
Oh shit, we're attending Godslayer's wedding, aren't we?
Not if
That was
we
a
have any
blatant
say
So
about
I,
it.
Finn-
I
Too
should have
far
put that
off
in the
with the
theories.
play.
I didn't take it seriously enough. I thought he was gonna get down and freaky with Isororia. He is.
We got
Finn comes
close.
back to the group with new information after being lit on fire.
Hey guys, so here's what
What
I
happened to
found
you?
out. It's just hot.
He's like visibly tapping out some fires
It's
on
just
it.
warm in here.
Yeah, so this isn't the party yet. We need to go up 17 floors. I don't know where the stairs are, and don't tell people your name, otherwise you explode.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Good to know.
When Bay
Well,
exploded into flames, everyone around him was like, "Oh!" Everyone's like,
Dude! Oh my god, you're
Oh,
dope!
people like high five and fist bumping the demon.
Yeah, I'm
He
just
grows
sitting there
like
playing
9
out
more
like,
arms.
alright, good one, guys, good one.
And you're like,
cough fucking smoke.
Looking like fucking Sanji saying thanks for the light.
You like cough and like smoke comes out like.
Good one, guys, good one. That was
It was a good one.
So why is the organist in the entrance? Like, why do they have the organ in the entrance?
setting the tone.
Good question.
Maybe he's in every room.
maybe he ascends to different floors when he needs to.
Let's
Maybe
find the stairs.
maybe that's why it's a tube. He just like that's the elevator.
Okay, so from where you're standing, there are the stairs that lead down into the crowd. Opposite side of the room, there are another set of stairs that mirror yours that go, branch out left and right. Other than that, opposite the organ is a big set of double doors that reaches into another bigger ballroom.
There's so many fucking stairs here.
I mean, we just pick one that goes up, right? Eventually, we just keep going up.
Okay. I'm going
Alright.
to that
Which
which
one?
is
The ones going up that branch to the left.
On the opposite side of the
On
room.
opposite side of the room.
Okay. You kind of make your way through the crowd. Some people are like there are some that are like just tapping you, and like well, someone smacks your ass, and like some people are purring at you, and so, like you're getting all sorts of looks and
Please, I'm married. I'm married.
oh, this isn't
Duality
just
is-
you. This is all of
Duality
you.
is full
Except
Who's gonna
strength
do
down the
Dyna.
that?
center aisle.
Yeah, who's gonna do that
Except-
to me?
Dyna looks scary. Everyone around him is like holding their drink to the other side and like shunning away from him.
This was my plan all along.
Yeah. I am
don't
at
like how these
full.
people are
I'm at
looking at
full
me.
strut. I am runway walking.
So you reach up to the top of the stairs opposite you. You're kind of on the opposite corner of the room now, on top of these stairs, and it's just a stone wall.
Should we knock again?
I think that's a good idea.
You knock, and a archway starts shifting and appearing, but not where you are. You hear it. You look up. It's on the ceiling. It seems like inverted.
This place.
I'm gonna walk up the wall.
Okay, you walk up the wall.
All right. I'm gonna go through the archway.
Okay, as you go onto the ceiling, you see that there's another like group of people, another crowd on the ceiling.
This place is fun.
All right.
Oh,
Walk up the
okay.
wall.
You're like, as you like walk up the wall, you're looking like up, and there's on the what was the floor and the ceiling. There's two crowds of people, and in between there's like mephits and shit like flying all around, like serving people drinks and food, and also having a little bit of a like dance of their own.
The tall
and you're
people
just-
reaching the ceiling are just like we just are eye to eye with them.
Yeah, you see a tall person from the ceiling and a tall person from the floor, like, cheersing each other, like, as their heads meet by the ceiling, in like, the middle of the room. You reach the archway, and you just stand there and, like, kind of take it in a little bit, but you are standing next to it now. So what was the ceiling is now the floor.
This hurts my head.
I'm doing
gonna be
fine.
sick.
I'm doing
I
fine.
feel great. I've already got like 2 drinks between me and my Echo.
You just hears each other.
A mephit like brings a little serving platter and brings specifically Adelgar and Keisha like Pepto-Bismol.
Hey, thank you, thank you. I just like, is it like the tablet or the liquid?
It's the liquid.
Perfect. I take the bottle, I chug it.
It's like
Oh, it's
like
not
a
in a bottle. It's in
fireball.
like a martini glass.
Perfect. I chug 3.
Constitution saving throw.
3 times.
One
3
time.
times. Oh man. Well, what's my con? That's a 22.
Okay. Nothing happens, but it tastes like bubblegum liquor.
You know, this is actually kind of tasty, I'm not gonna lie.
I grab another one.
You grab the one that was for Adelgar. It is
Oh,
just as thick and viscous as Pepto-Bismol, though.
I keep drinking it. I did not realize that Adelgar was being offered one. I'm stressed because of the social anxiety.
The mephit just kind of looks at you, and he flies away.
Sorry,
Duality is slamming back the rock and rye.
Someone's drink like splatters from what was the floor is now the ceiling, like falls onto Finn's head and gets him wet.
Okay, how the hell is? What are the rules of gravity? in this room?
Sorry.
At will.
You're good. Hey, what's your name?
I'm not falling for that. I'm not falling for that.
Dave, Chris, Mike, Isaiah, Angelo.
Bro, I'm a solid.
12 people just start lighting on fire in different spots.
All right, so you walk through this portal that you had formed. You guys know that one. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find the painting that I was thinking of. You guys, are you thinking of the same thing where it's like that they reference it in Squid Games? It's like the one with the staircases that go in like weird directions
Oh, I know.
and
what you're
archways
talking
that
about.
that
Harry
archways
Potter.
that like
MC Escher stairways.
yeah, MC
Yeah.
Escher. You're
Did
kind of in an
somebody's-
MC Escher-esque like stairwell situation.
Did somebody
Awesome.
steal the painting?
God, I hate hell.
You just look around and there are people kind of stepping on these staircases kind of in like all sorts of different directions, and there's like it's very confusing to look at.
Guys, how much trouble we get in if I just cast a fucking legend lore just to help?
I think you're fine. This place seems to have like no rules.
Cool.
I
any
hesitate to
object-
even believe that it would help.
I mean, can't hurt.
Are you doing good?
I had too much Pepto Bismol.
I don't
Buddy,
think
that
these
was
guys
not
have
Pepto.
Oh,
That
what
was
did I
pure
drink?
Bismol.
How old
Fuck.
are you?
They
Just
gave you liquefied
Bismol.
bismuth.
Peptid bismuth.
Yeah,
I
I'm
look
like,
a
that
little
wasn't Pepto
pinker.
Bismol, that was my uncle.
I look a little pinker than before.
In a
Glow it little
floating-
bit.
In a floating like decahedron-esque like prism cage in the center, there is a succubus doing like exotic dances as like fire shoots out of the cage.
Fire,
That
does
is
fire shoot out of
so
everything?
I didn't know where you were going with she's doing an exotic dance and fire shoots out of, and I just kind of like tuned out for a moment.
Hey guys, I think Isaroria might be over there. I should.
You're very thin.
I'll be back in
Investigate.
25 minutes.
On
I-
a side note, does anyone have any small bills?
Another succubus is like walking towards you and bumps into Finn's shoulder. Hey, watch where you're going, bub.
I'm actively not moving.
And I'm actively walking, so get out of my way, prick.
Who is
My
this
bad.
diva?
She's
I'm
not very
sorry.
nice.
Yeah, you're bad. You're bad. She like motions for a method to like
You're
bring
bad.
her.
We're in hell.
She's gonna motion for like a method to bring her like a very ornate flaming drink.
I'm gonna also motion for a method to bring me something. I'm staring down. I need to prove that I'm cooler than this diva.
The method is gonna like look towards you, and it has like an empty platter like just in its hand, and it's just like, what can I do for you?
Drink
What kind of drink, buddy?
all of them. Staring her dead in the eyes.
A double triple bossy deluxe.
All of them.
A number 9.
Do you have the?
Fudge.
You're a solid, right? I got that right. He's like taking out a pen and paper. He's like writing down. Yeah, yeah. And what's your
Stop
name?
Stop doing the looks.
Almost got
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know if you can handle all that. Can I just get you like a little tasting spread or
Yeah, can I actually just
like a
get
flight?
old fashioned?
Oh, an old fashioned, like from like from Korrineo? Hell no.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Get this guy a Zafiro Añejo.
Oh what? That sounds spicy. I can't do spicy. Oh my god.
he hands you a glass like rimmed with like the most red substance you've ever seen. The drink itself does look very tasty and sparkling like you like. And you want it, but the red rim is very alarming even to you.
I look at the drink. I look at the diva. I look back at the drink. I look at duality. I just
I'm
go,
giving
"Ah,"
massive
I look
thumbs
back
up.
at the drink.
What are you
I
gonna
give you a
drink it?
thumbs up.
I'll do it with you.
Yeah, I want to try one.
No,
I don't
not
think
for
you do.
Pepto out of my mouth.
I don't think you do.
Glug,
You-
glug,
You're drinking
glug.
it. 2 con saving throws.
It was behind me. I poured it out. Okay.
Oh, you're pouring it out
Nah,
behind
no,
you?
I'll drink it. I'll drink that
Okay,
shit.
okay.
Is there a specific order that I need to tell you?
The first is for the rim, the second's for the drink.
Okay, well, it's... The first one's alright. The first one is a 21. The second one is a natural 1.
Damn.
Okay. So you're gonna take half of this. Are you gonna die just in the
I also
party part
have
of this?
Fire resistance, so
Oh, yeah,
all
that's
the
right.
Fire damage has been halved. Alright, so this has got to be a quarter. I might die. I don't know. I am down 40 HP already, and we haven't done anything.
29 fire damage.
Is that the full of it?
Yeah.
Okay, so have it, and then have it again, so that goes to 14, which goes to 7.
And you are now slightly drunk.
Hell yeah.
And you, when you like drank it, you had to like cough some of it, like you couldn't handle it, and the diva's looking at you like,
I just wasn't a fan of the flavor.
pussy.
Can I do something else? Not spicy.
What, you want a sparkling water?
Just something not. Yes, I do. Yes,
How
I
did
do.
you know?
No. Can just something not spicy, man.
He hands you a sparkling water.
The,
He knows.
Yeah, drink it up. Drink it up. Yeah. we've got the best sparkling water.
it's so good. I look back at the diva. Pure vodka.
You think you could fool me?
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I mean, it's not like she didn't hear you say. It's not like she didn't hear the words sparkling water.
Am I gonna see you at the ceremony, cutie?
Wait, now you're being. I'm confused what this dynamic is.
Don't act so hard to get.
I'm sorry, what was your name?
Yeah, you'll get one of them. You'll get one of them. You'll get one of me.
I'm the best at
Yeah,
this.
This is the greatest party that's ever been hosted.
Yeah, you'll proud.
I'm Asmodeus.
What ceremony specifically?
Oh, you don't know about the coronation?
No.
Oh my god, is Godslayer gonna be king?
Let me think of
Almost
what I'm
like
gonna
it's in
say
the
here
name.
very carefully. There's a mortal that's
Is he gonna be king? I'll point at Finn.
there's a mortal here to become Isaroria's consort, the
Consort.
Temptress.
What's that word mean?
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's like
Look
a
at your
step below
dictionary,
king.
God.
Roll history.
It's like a few steps below king.
Okay. You mean Godslayer? That guy?
Who?
Big guy, lots of lightning.
I look for
loves
someone
his belt.
wearing the mask.
They're
like
gone.
that. Oh, fuck.
You're in a different room.
Well, he's above us.
You know, he's like loud.
You went through
like,
a portal.
We did. We're on the MCS.
You're in the
now.
MC Escher stairs.
Oh,
They're
thought we
actively
still on the
shifting
ceiling.
around us as we stand here.
Okay.
This is a different room.
Yeah, never mind.
You don't know who
Okay.
Godslayer is?
No, it was just some unnamed mortal that she's gonna reveal it to us. Did you just spoil the surprise for me?
Well, I mean, what? No.
It's just a guess. It's just a guess on our end. It's
Why
not
did
a theory.
I? No.
It's a theory. It's a theory. Just a theory.
And that's just
a game theory.
A hell theory. Thanks for watching. I don't know how to talk to women. I say it straight to reality.
And don't you have like you have to have had
Matt
you
Pat
have
at a
multiple
hell
lives.
ball.
Haven't you had
That's
several
extremely
lives?
funny considering I am wearing the outfit that I am.
Wait, I look down, notice the dress for the first time. I look at Keisha. I don't know how to talk to women.
You have like several wives though. Like many. You lived a lot of lives, man.
Shit's crazy.
Oh, several wives. Such a player.
I don't think I'm comfortable.
I
with
thought
this
she left.
conversation anymore. I'm gonna walk away now.
Okay, fine, but meet me in my room, okay?
What's your room?
Bye!
Where is
She
it?
just like walks away.
Like, where is it?
Never stop slaying,
Do you
sweetie.
like playing chess?
He turns around and points in that direction.
Hey, there's like a big guy behind you, taps on your shoulder gently. Hey,
Which one of us?
it's a
Hey,
giant
hey.
buff demon.
Oh,
Hey there.
Were you talking to my girl?
Nah, she was talking to me.
I doubt that, prick.
why don't you hang up that computer call?
Why does he sound like Griffin?
I channel all of my Arthur Morgan energy. Wait, I didn't know I was talking to a lady.
Is it
Are you
your
calling
stream?
her not a lady? She's beautiful.
It was a reference, man. It's like a joke.
You're making me mad.
Yeah, yeah.
You wanna fight me?
Adagar holding up the tally. I do this a lot. It's a reference.
He's become a little bit of an issue.
Sorry,
We
did you
don't know
say
what he
something?
means.
Are you some kind of pathetic solip?
Depends on who you ask. My mom says I'm a really brave boy.
You're pathetic. Boy, I'll take you in the ring one-on-one for talking to my girl.
Do we have to do this?
We'll do it right here if you want to.
Nice.
I don't
No.
want to. We're doing it, aren't we?
Can we schedule it for later? The southern accent's infecting me again.
Are you mocking me? Are you making fun of me?
You've infected me.
Oh, so
you
it's my
passing
fault now.
around-
You want to fight me, son?
Are you
want to
passing
fight me
around
right
some
now?
sort of disease?
Okay, really quick, while they're bickering with duality, I'm going to lay on hands myself because I think I'm fighting this guy.
He might be fighting me now.
If you buy me a drink, I'll say it's worth the trouble.
Nah, it's
You ever
too
had
late.
Saphiro Añejo?
What?
Exactly. Another one, Jeeves.
The method comes back over. What?
Get this man a Saphiro Añejo.
You're always asking me for this thing.
It's
I'll
good.
have a salt water.
And he's never drinking it.
That thing can talk. I thought that was like your pet or something. Ah, he like runs away.
Oh boy,
And you said I'm pathetic.
he's gone. You missed your chance.
Yeah, that's fine.
Does that mean he didn't get to get him the drink, so now he has to fight him?
Who's drinking this now?
Whatever, I'll
Are
take
you-
it.
Are you gonna drink it? All right.
I'll
I'm not
slam
sure.
it back in one gulp.
Two con saves.
It's okay, this is where I'm a Viking.
This shit did 45.
A Viking in a red dress.
Alright,
I did lay on
So-
myself back to
Are we gonna go up the stairs?
the first one
The
first one was a 15, and the second one was a 27.
Okay, you did not save the fire damage. Good luck.
That's okay.
The one that Bay took was already halved. Let's see. $48 fire damage.
I'm golden. It's just gonna watch,
And you drink it, but you're not drunk. However, this one was spiked with wild magic.
oh boy. Just for
Here
fun?
comes a Cambion.
Yeah, just because. You're a potted plant.
You're just gonna watch Duality like
Rolled a
takes a sip.
98.
Duality takes a sip. He's just gonna go, "Wah," and then he's gonna immediately turn into a plant.
Does that mean his echo is a potted plant now as well?
Yeah, puff of glittery smoke. 2 potted plants appear by your feet where Duality and his echo
The
are
dress
standing.
is still there. It's
It's
smaller
wearing a
and
tiny
made for the
dress on
plant.
the pot.
Form
Yeah.
fitting to the pot.
I'm gonna pick up the pot.
Both of them
Let's
are
go
jumping
up the stairs. Just one.
Do you
Please.
remember
I'll
which is
take the
it's wearing the
other one.
dress? That's fair.
Yes.
Once you
Okay.
get out of 30 feet, the other one's just gonna vanish.
this is
and
why
just the tiny
duality-
clothes are left on the ground.
This is why Duality and his Echo were wearing different clothes for this exact situation.
That's what he gets for making me make another one of those.
Making them.
Yeah. What, you don't see the effort here? He, like, twirls his finger around a glass and it just makes it magically.
You're very talented. Here, have $2.
Dollars.
The pieces of paper with the symbol of gold currency from Korrineo on them.
Bay dollars.
Bay bucks.
Baby.
Paybucks. Might melt in the rain.
I don't know what to do with this.
Not my problem. Walk away.
If I ever serve you again, you're getting this. And he, like, points to a bottle of wild magic that he has in his hands.
Fucking try me. Give me the
And you-
bottle.
What?
No,
We're feeling
no,
goofy.
No, no.
no.
I'm like the least violent here. What did I don't get
Plants, I
feeling
I
goofy.
can't protest this, but
I'm not giving you this.
the
This is my
plants just
treasure.
like shuddering.
Can I have a drink?
For 100 gold.
Give me a drink.
I don't have gold. I'm a fucking self.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He, like, shakes his fist as we're walking away. Oh, get your broke ass up out my MC Escher stairs.
Go back to your wage job.
So you're walking up these stairs and they're like twisting and turning in all sorts of directions, kind of making you a little bit motion sick. The gravity of the situation in this place is not quite clear to you at all. Kind of hard to wrap your mortal mind around. But you do make it to another wall.
Knock,
Ahem.
knock.
A portal appears in front of you, but this time it's this big.
I poke my finger through it.
I get a strength check.
something warm and wet on the other side touches it.
It's a platter.
14.
Okay, you pry it open big enough to fit your head through.
Oh.
You look through, and it's it's like a brothel room.
We're not going in there. We're not going in there. Pick a
You
different
close
wall,
it
pick a
up,
different wall,
and
pick a
it's
different wall,
this
pick a
big
different
again.
wall, pick a different wall, pick a different wall.
Okay,
I
I walk
understand the
over to
size.
the
I
different
understand
wall.
the size. Oh, it's a glory hole. It's a glory hole. It's a glory hole.
I was right.
I want to go home.
When you peeked your head in and looked around, there was like a succubus on the other side who puffed like a cigarette in your face.
How small was that room?
Baze
waiting.
or Finn's face smells of cigarette smoke.
You don't want to go in there. You don't want to go in there. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's pick a different wall.
I walk to a different wall and knock on it.
Okay. You form a portal, but it is thin, too thin for anyone to fit through.
I'm not putting my head through that one. That one's
How thin?
Can I knock
Thin
on the
enough for a
stairs?
And
plant.
the potted plants.
The
fit through?
potted plant can go through.
Unfortunately, I do not understand him in this form, so I will not be shoving him through that hole.
Damn.
Put the echo one in there.
It's gone.
I have the echo one.
A second potted plant appears at your feet.
No, like can the potted plants like think to each other?
No,
Still.
they can't think they're a potted plant.
Well, I know, but they're still echoes. I don't know.
For all intents and purposes, Mitch is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
For another here, let me start a timer for 1 minute.
I mean, if Soon was here, Soon could talk
Yeah.
to him, but Soon is not. It is only Adelgar.
So could Pika.
Womp womp.
Yeah.
Pika would be like, brother.
And Pika could probably fit through that portal.
True.
True. Pika could probably fit through the other one.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll open it up, but someone else is looking. Okay. Okay.
Strength check.
I'll walk through
17.
if he makes it.
Okay.
that is.
He makes it big enough for you to fit through, but if you're standing sideways and like suck in your gut.
And I'm assuming I also have to like
Yeah,
turn my
you, like-
head because of the rubber mask.
Yeah, you have to like contort your body a little bit to fit through.
Okay.
But it only remains this way if Bay can. If like Bay is prying it open, but once he lets it go, it'll shut back up again.
Hurry
Okay.
up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
I'm gonna shimmy on through.
All right, you enter a broom closet. All right, and duality's no longer a potted plant.
Awesome.
Can-
I
can I-
explode back into full form in my dress in your arms.
Yeah.
Can I see if there's anything peculiar in this broom closet that I made the effort of going into?
You're like in between, or sorry, not broom closet, but you're in like a coat closet. You're like in between clothes.
Can I like look in the pockets?
He's robbing people
Roll
already?
investigation.
Okay.
Doesn't take long.
His inhibitions have been released by a rager. This is the epitome of gifted straight A student goes to their first party.
That's a
I like
15.
this session.
What are you looking for exactly?
I
That's
just want
the
to see if
question.
there's stuff in the pockets of any
Okay.
interest.
You kind of sift through some pockets. Most of them are empty. In one, you find an invitation.
Oh. Is it too dark to read in here, or?
Yes, you cannot read it, but
Okay.
you assume just by feeling around the piece of paper and how big it is that it is the invitation that you should have
I'm a-
received.
I'm gonna take it and just like stuff it in my breast pocket of my denim coat.
Of your jute.
Sure, yeah.
Are you going to signal your comrades so that they can enter through, know that it's safe, or are you
It's
just
a
here
broom,
alone?
or it's a coat closet. How could we even fit? It, I mean, or would we even want to all be in a broom or a coat closet?
I don't know. This is up to you, man. I'm wondering what you want to do here. You found the
Who wants
invitation.
7 minutes in heaven with Daida?
That's a good idea, actually. So inside of this closet, on one end there are two Solips just kind of making out, masks off, and you just hear the wet slobberiness.
I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna leave.
I gotta get out of here.
They kind of just notice you and just look at you.
Then they wave him over.
Sorry. And I'm just gonna squeeze back out through the portal.
Okay, you just see Dinah come back and like fall onto the stairs.
So
I'm
what
just gonna-
was in
What I miss?
What
Also,
happened?
what strong arms you have, Adelgar.
Thanks.
It was just like Little Red Riding Hood or something.
I'm gonna.
What strong
can I
arms you
knock?
have?
Can I knock on the stairs?
Yeah, you knock on one of the stairs, and the entire stair turns into a portal. You could fit in
Okay.
it, but you have to jump into it.
Can I poke my head through it, or is that not a thing I can do?
You could like lean your head into it, yeah. You would have to get down on your hands and knees and like poke your head through.
I'll do that.
Okay. You poke your head through, and you're in like a. Sorry, this is all off the dome. I have to think of something. You poke your head through, and it's like a enormous kitchen. You see a bunch of chefs running around, and you just hear a lot of yelling and communicating, but the smells are wonderful.
I'll just push my head back out. Kitchen.
No.
Hell's Kitchen and 2 separate campaigns at the same time.
Oh
14
my
guys.
god!
If we go in there, I bet we can fight like 12 guys.
How do we go up? I just want to go up.
I wait for the stairs to shift around to continue going up.
The staircase you're on pries out of its spot and floats upwards towards the ceiling and shifts back into another spot.
There you
The stairs now lead up into the ceiling.
All right, I'm going up.
I go up.
Okay. You go up and
Knock,
there's a
knock.
ceiling. Okay.
Knock, knock.
you knock and it makes a normal archway portal.
I walk through it. I'm not having it.
You fall.
Ah!
You're gonna land on nothing. And you take.
You're gonna fall for 30 minutes.
I've been falling for 30 minutes.
Keisha gets
You're gonna.
written out for the rest of the session. As soon as they find Isaroya, they fall through the ceiling. Hey guys!
You take
They come
11
in for the
bludgeoning
final
damage.
blow, the people's elbow.
Anywhere
watch
you
out,
can
watch out.
see, anywhere you can see, even when you look back where the portal was, it seems to come out of nowhere. But it just looks like you're inside of like a stormy cloud, like a gray cloud. Winds are whipping around you. You don't feel any of it, but it just looks it. It looks like a skybox, like you're in the middle of a cloud.
Do you feel like you're a dragon?
Hello? Is anyone here?
Bitch.
Take it all.
It just kind of echoes. Here, 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 here.
I start walking and like holding my hands out, hoping there is another wall.
You walk for about 15 minutes and there's nothing. You guys have been waiting for Keisha on the other side of this portal for 15 minutes and there's been no signs of life.
I'm gonna stick my head through there.
You stick your head through and you see Keisha kind of just wandering out in the middle of a giant storm cloud with their hands out.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm trying to find a wall, Duality.
There's one right here. Just come back here.
We're never gonna get up.
I go back.
Okay, you walk towards it and as you go to a part that is flush with the portal, you just kind of bang your body into the wall because you
Ow,
forgot why
fuck.
you were even coming over here.
Shit. Oh, damn it. Oh, fuck. I hate it here. I hate parties. Parties are
Yeah,
dumb.
what color were the clouds when I stuck my head in there?
They're gray.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
I knock a second portal next to the original portal.
Okay.
Is that
This
even
one
work?
is this one is like a perfect square.
Oh, the weird ones are weird.
Looks like that one will only fit Dida.
Because
I'm not-
it's a square.
not like- I'm not like-
Please don't.
You
Not
peek your head in. You peek your head through, and you're outside. You see the vast desert before you.
Oh,
You
that's
look.
not too bad.
Your eyes dodge upwards, and you see the sun thing, the rose-colored sun.
Cool.
You now have disadvantage on perception checks for the rest of the session.
No. He's still looking at it.
He wants that.
He
Oh,
might
yeah.
eventually.
Cool.
So
He's
that
gonna-
one,
he's gonna
that one
short
is right
rest that way.
outside.
At this portal interval, is it okay if we quick do a break because I really have to piss?
Yeah, let's come back at 12:30.
Okay.
Sick.
Can I tell you my plan for why I was doing that weird voice that Dida never does? It's
Why? What
because
are you doing?
because Dida is like trying to convince everybody that he isn't a Solip and that he's actually just a Kuatoa who like somehow got his way here, and now he has an invitation to use as well.
Okay.
So,
He's doing the true masquerade thing. He's like
yeah,
he's
committed.
changing his identity. I gotcha.
This is so much fun.
I'm glad.
We should have gone into the kitchen.
I don't know why y'all are eating and drinking things in hell. That seems like a stupid ass idea. Like really fucking dumb.
I was gonna ask the method for salt water. I think he just like flew away or whatever. But
Yeah,
I-
because you scared the crap out of that guy.
had I gotten the salt water, I wouldn't have actually like consumed it. I would have just like poured it inside of the rubber mask and just like I would have rolled deception if I had to make it seem like I actually drank it, because I just wanted to like really sell that I was a Kuatoa.
Soon as we're in hell, everyone forgets all of the basic hell rules.
Always
Where will
watch
we
when the
be?
drink is poured.
Not even that. Don't drink. Don't eat. Don't drink.
By the way, Theo, are Kuatoa a thing in Korrineo?
Yeah,
Okay.
they exist. They're all in Aquapolis, but they exist.
Okay. Are there any in Durhalen?
There might be one guy who's like a refugee, but
he could be like a pirate on the upper side of the city.
he's a pirate. They fished him
Oh,
up.
Dude, I'm gonna make that a backup character. A pirate Kuatoa.
Who they fished up from the sea.
Okay, well,
And he's a
since
crew member. He swabs
I'm just
the
gonna
deck.
like
His
I'm just
name
gonna-
is Swabby because he swabs the deck.
no, he's not that kind of pirate. He's like the badass kind of pirate. I'm a pirate.
This is just Pika, but a pirate.
What if he thinks he's or I don't know what? Yeah,
I think I'm a tree.
I'm a captain.
I think I'm the captain. This is Pika's Halloween costume.
I hope you know, Noah, whenever I think about where you're from, I think of Oil Spill Island
Wait, where?
from Skylanders.
Where? Oil spill
Yeah,
Island. No,
that's what I imagine.
I like that. That's funny. I haven't thought about Oil Spill Island in forever.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say it's like this. It's more like a bilge water.
Let me make
Oh,
this
Leviathan Lagoon.
my
So
favorite
you're
character.
saying it's more of a Darkwater Cove kind of situation?
Let me. I'm trying. Darkwater Cove. Yeah, I would say it's more like that.
My favorite character this session is definitely the organist.
The Mind Flayer Organist.
Now I want to play Skylanders. Man. I'm gonna have to buy a Wii.
Just emulate it, bro.
It's so much work.
Yeah, but then Skylanders on the computer. What class would the Kuatoa guy be then?
Obviously a swashbuckler rogue.
Is the Kuatoa even a playable race?
No, but the Alokantha is, and they're pretty similar.
Oh, wait, what is it?
Alokatha.
Lokatha? Let me look. Oh, there. What does this look like? Let me see. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh my gosh. I think I would do that then.
Fish.
That definitely is close enough.
Thank you, Reddit.
Lokatha mature to adulthood by the age of 10. Oh my gosh. They have strength scores increased by 2 and your dexterity score increases by 1 for Lokatha.
Big fish.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
So,
He's spiffy.
Oh shit, he's ready.
He's got
He's
that spiffy.
prepared.
Hellball.
Hell ball.
Ball.
Does that mean that next week we all gotta
All
dress
of
up in
them.
our formal outfits?
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll use that.
Hi, Simon. I love you, buddy. Cool.
Did he say love you back? Good.
Of course you did.
Oh gosh. The Lokathaw can breathe air and water, but they need to be submerged at least once every 4 hours to avoid suffocating. So that would have to
That's
be.
where that water of elemental, the bowl of
Wait.
water elemental will come.
We'll have to go back there.
You have to loot your own other character's corpse.
Well, wait. Does Vodan have the bowl?
Yeah,
Let me see.
it's the singing bowl of water elemental.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the bowl at the gift shop with the hologram.
No,
Okay, you mean the actual? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna get something to drink. I'll be right back.
I have no idea what to do. I should have prepared more. I don't know what's going on.
Listen, I'm having a good time. This is hilarious. This is the filler content I was vying for.
I'm having a lot of fun.
That's good.
You also could just pause it here if you wanted to.
Nah, we can do a couple more things. I need to set up for something.
That's fair.
That way I'm not going out blind on what to do.
Fair.
I'm just thinking of what that thing is. If I had to guess where you are, you're probably on floor 1.5. Stairwell 3.
We haven't made it very far.
God,
No,
dude.
you haven't. You have to ascend up 17 floors.
Fuck. We're gonna be here forever.
And maybe I should have just gone into the brothel.
Yeah, who knows where that was?
Who knows?
Could be like, excuse me, what floor?
I go back to the glory hole, put my head back through. Excuse me, what floor are we on?
Yeah.
Not the first time that's happened to me.
What do you mean not the first time that's happened?
It's not that uncommon of a thing to happen to me now that I think about it.
Elaborate?
I get cigarette smoke blown in my face from time to time from attractive women. Because I'm put out,
Fair
as
enough.
Leo puts it.
You're so put out, dude.
Well, that's why I
Is
do
it-
most of my bar talking to people is out smoking. Because inside there's too many fucking people, you can't hear anything. But you go out for a smoke, that's when you get to talk.
Impressive to watch.
It's not.
It's impressive to watch.
It's
It's impressive
not
to
boring.
me. As someone who has gone to approximately 3 bars.
And 2 of them were with me.
With you. One of them barely counts as a bar. There were like 3 people there.
Hey, you made great progress with Liam.
Thanks, man. I was enjoying Liam's company. You're talking about Fallout Boy. That's all that matters to me.
There you go. You see, it's so easy.
It's not easy, man.
There were dogs.
Dogs do make it easier.
There were dogs. They were adorable.
I think
forget
all
the
you have to
dogs'
do to make
names.
friend. Ah, fuck. What were the dogs' names?
One started with an F. Fiona.
Fiona, yeah.
I don't remember what the other one was.
It wasn't Shrek.
It was not Shrek. I remember Shrek the dog. Shrek the golden retriever.
God, that's a tragedy. Those were cute dogs.
They were.
Mad I don't remember.
Don't worry. At some point this summer, I will make my way to Wisconsin. So
Please do.
we'll figure it out.
It'd be wonderful.
Look what I just sent you, Zach.
What did you just send me? What the fuck is happening? Theo!
You like my caption?
Theo's having a hell of a run.
No, this isn't mine. It's from the Discord. I just saw it, and it just says, "What will Linoon do?" And I was like, "What will Linoon do?"
Shiny Guzzlord. Yeah, why Linoon just hanging? I mean, you'd think that Kyogre kind of has it covered, considering he has a
What the
2,000
fuck?
level advantage.
What could he possibly
I
do?
don't think Linoon's doing much here.
No. Why is Linoon there? That's the better question.
I need to find a new organ playlist.
Do you like organ covers of songs or something?
I'm already regretting this bit. The suit is not comfortable.
Then take the suit off, man.
Yeah, I don't think Mitch saw the suit. You can't give up on
Ah,
it until
damn.
everyone witnesses the bit.
Damn, that's fair.
Plus, I never get to wear the suit. I didn't have an excuse to wear the suit at all last year. Normally I get
Damn.
one excuse a year. Last year, no excuse. I just opened memes for the first time since we started the party.
All of
them.
All of them. It's so perfect.
What's on my chest? Oh,
Your tits.
oh, good point.
Hey guys,
Hello, Mitchell.
did you know that February is Lydia's favorite time to go to Dunkin's and Dragons?
Is it really? That's crazy.
Duncan and Dragon.
This is
Dunkin'
verbatim what
Dragon.
they said to me in the kitchen.
Hell yeah. Duncan and Dragon.
Oh,
Dunkin's
it's
and
a
Dragons.
fun session.
This is a fun session.
For those who
This
didn't
is
hear,
Phil,
I'm
this is
making
the beach episode.
a Lokathaw backup character now.
Is he gonna
You
sound
gotta get
exactly
the-
like
Why are
Edina
you always
now?
a fish?
Gotta get through Protractor and Pika first.
Yeah, those aren't
Yeah,
fish.
come on, Zach. He's more than just a fish.
I can't guarantee he won't be a wart. No, I'm just kidding.
Mitchell, I trust that in the theme of the session, you are wearing a very right now?
Yes.
Turn on your camera.
He doesn't have.
There is no camera on this computer.
It's
Get your
fine.
phone and
Don't. I know he's not actually, but like, I have the mental image I need, and we're good. Don't ruin it for me.
That's all that matters.
Don't ruin this for me,
I'm gonna ruin you.
please.
Okay.
I can fix him.
Can he though?
This is way better than Nine Hells.
Alright. Whenever you're ready, Theo.
Where were we?
The cloud.
Hell.
I just got out of the
and,
store.
and leaving. You're not going in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not going in the kitchen.
Didn't go in the kitchen.
So basically, we're at square one.
Nothing happened.
Floor
And a half.
1. And a
Well,
half.
actually, isn't Dyna still separated from you guys?
No, he
Well,
came back.
No,
right?
I
He
came.
back.
I came out of the coat closet.
Oh, okay. He's just not telling you about the
Yeah, he
invitation.
just hasn't told us.
Well, no, I was going to, but then everybody like went into their own portals and like, ooh,
Alright, why don't you
clouds.
start us off with that then.
Okay. I found an invitation in the closet, and I'm like gonna pull it out of my like breast pocket and just like hold it out for everybody to see.
I'm gonna put what it says
What
in
the fuck?
resources.
Where did you get that?
It was in the closet.
Does it have a name on it?
Well, let's wait till Theo.
Oh, I hope it has a name. I'm gonna just say it a lot. Every person I walk by.
Someone in like another on the other side of the room just like starts taking fire damage randomly. What's happening?
Well, does it?
Yes. John Crimshaw. John Crimshaw.
You say that like you're at like a doctor's office and you like announce it to the waiting room or something.
John Crimshaw, please come.
Well, now
to
you're
the
now you're
office
doing it
number
like
4.
Rob Holiday.
Man, I can't escape his voice.
He haunts you.
Mitch has 2 modes: Rob Holiday and Southern.
I get
That's all
sucked
he
into him.
knows.
It's
I
hard.
think that one day in the courtroom you should just whip out the Rob Holiday voice. See what happens.
Your Honor.
People of the jury.
May it please the court.
I think it would give an intimidation factor, you know?
I think I might get, I almost said executed from the court, evicted from the court at that exact moment in time.
Lame. Lame as hell.
Uno reverse.
All right. So are we ready to go?
Theo's getting the invitation ready.
An invitation.
Ah, I didn't hear that part. My bad. My bad.
Prepare the invitation.
All right. This is funny, honorable.
The Mind Flayer's kind of killing it on the organ right now.
He's shredding.
He's got those pipe blasters.
Mind Flayer's kind of cute right now.
No.
I want him to play my mind, if you know what you mean.
No.
No, he isn't.
No.
Hellball.
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 I'm allowed to breathe at Hellball.
Everyone's
Yes.
a slut at Hellball, Zach. It's okay.
Are they?
You just stick his head through a glory
Probably.
hole.
Yo, he's going crazy.
Absolutely wild.
There's
Back
what
to
it
you,
says.
Scarlet? God.
I remember there was a point in the music where for just like no apparent reason it just got like really loud. I don't think
Wait,
it
so
was
the-
this track, but it was like during this session and it was kind of funny.
So the organist's tube is an elevator.
Of course.
Go wild. As you will or will not remain anonymous.
Does anybody read? Anyone read these?
I just like point to the runes.
I got this.
Does he got this?
Could you please, Dido, please shed some light on this situation so we don't keep staying on this fucking floor?
Roll
Alright.
Arcana, not
Alright.
with advantage.
Oh,
This is not runes.
okay. Oh, a nat 1.
You
Damn.
have no idea what it says.
You are too tall to
Just
read this,
staring at it.
To
unfortunately.
you, it looks like scribbles. You don't even think that it could be words.
This shit could mean anything.
The only thing I recognize is the 1.
You think it's like a drawing.
So what is it?
Wow,
What does it
such-
say?
Such artwork. Such... something.
It's writing, Dido. Writing you said you could read.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
But you said you knew Spanish.
Hold on, I gotta turn the music down.
I had to do that too.
Speak Spanish. What about buttered sausage? Let's talk about buttered sausage.
Why are you Western again, to Ellie?
I don't know.
The dress.
Are you
the
talking
dress
about
does
me?
something to it.
Okay,
You are kind of dressed like Dutch right now, Zach.
I don't have a.
Fuck! I also rolled a nat 1. Damn it!
We're never gonna get there, guys.
We're never gonna know.
Adelgar, can you read this?
I can try.
For you, Adelgar, roll religion.
Okay. I
And
had
for
a
you,
feeling.
roll religion.
Roll religion.
But for you, my friend,
Rupees.
One.
as long as you have enough roar.
As long as you have enough.
21.
butt fluff.
Damn.
You recognize this kind of symbology from time you've spent in shrines to Soon.
Mhm.
It seems like some sort of language that only gods can understand.
We're not going to be able to read this.
Fuck.
Well,
Are
hey,
you
at
a
least if
god?
we show this to people and they can read it, then we know if they're gods or not.
I didn't
Are
hear
you a
what Zach
god
said. What did he say?
now?
Maybe.
Did Zach say something absurd? I didn't hear him.
Zach thinks he's a god.
It
Oh,
was before the
retcon.
retcon.
Let me crack it. Who knows?
Okay.
Maybe.
Roll a charisma check with disadvantage and no bonuses.
I'm sorry. I imagine that
So,
exact
just
sequence of
roll
events
flat.
as, let me see
Yeah,
if I
roll
can
flat.
crack it. I'm basically a god, and the organist immediately stops playing.
And you sure it can't be like a charisma saving throw with the bonus? Like the...
Mitch, that's like the
No,
that's like the
no, no.
saloon piano guy meme.
So, just whatever my flat roll is, 14.
Okay.
Whatever your
Um,
flout roll is.
Unfortunately, you can't like act your way through being a god. So you just read and you're like, oh man, yeah, and
I got this.
No, I can't.
I got
read
this.
it.
Like, give it to me. Okay. So, it says, this ceremony serves as a coronation. I don't know why you guys can't read this. Crowning the youngest mortal as Isoria's chosen consort. Please arrive on Hesper to and join us for this ceremony. The organist reaches the 17th floor. At this masquerade ball, go wild as you will remain anonymous. In Nevada, no no one knows your name. Crefilm dum it's Sakapa Linmut
Manuel Miranda.
It says DM.
Minecraft
Oh my goodness.
Pickaxe, Picasso, Snowflake, Cross, Isaroria, the Temptation. Easy.
I love how before you read that part, you sounded like the laser tag announcer guy.
Any questions?
Yeah, what
In
the fuck
English
was
for
supposed
the
to do
rest
with
of that, because that was not words what you said.
You had better get on your knees and start begging for forgiveness because that was abhorrent.
Asgard, there are enough horny people here asking me to get on my knees. You don't need to join them.
When you get
Well.
struck down, I will be the first one to laugh.
Oh wait, I can cast comprehend languages. What does that do? Let me look.
You'd be
question.
able to read it. The DM
Well, I
says
just wanna
it's
make
the
sure.
language that can be comprehended.
He doesn't have to. We should remember that.
I don't have to do anything.
As long as
You don't need to
I
run the rest of this session. You can just leave.
Yeah,
Is-
I could leave if I wanted.
as long as I'm touching the surface on which the words are written, I can. Unless it's a secret message in a text or glyph, such as an arcane sigil that isn't part of a written language. Other than that, I can do it. So, should I
You
just
can
cast it and
certainly
find
try.
out? Okay.
Oh
I'm gonna
god, you
cast-
just pulled the Matt Mercer
That's
card on you.
speech.
That's
Your
okay.
mind's gonna
I
fucking
don't need
explode.
comprehend languages to know what
Hey,
that means.
that's better than having nothing happen. I'm gonna cast comprehend languages, and then I'm gonna like put my hand
Okay.
on.
As you pull your fingers through the words, for some reason when you pull your hand back and you look at it, there's like salt on your hands.
Was I able to comprehend anything, or is there just salt on my hands?
There's salt on your hands, and the words on the page are gone.
But just the like
Just
stuff
the
that I couldn't.
just the
read.
stuff you couldn't read. Yeah.
It's gone, guys.
What do you mean it's gone?
The words. It's just. It's like on my hands now.
Wh- How?
I don't know how this works. That's why I was trying to comprehend it.
I'm very
Can you-
confused.
Can
Would you like a drink
comprehend
with
it?
your salt?
Oh, now I see what.
I can fly.
Hey, do you know how to like get up to another floor? Like any other floor?
Have you tried like going up?
I've tried. We tried so many times.
This isn't up. You gotta go that way. It points to the wall on the other side.
Well, fuck
Oh.
me, I guess. I walk over there.
My bad.
As you start walking there, the staircase that you are on wraps around to a different direction, and now you're lost.
Shit.
All right,
I love
Do,
this
like,
place.
Some kind of roll so I can like keep my eyes locked on where we were going.
Some kind of roll.
Give me a second.
Roll for something or other.
Okay.
No. Roll perception
Okay.
to see if you can determine which direction is correct.
Cool. How does a 24 sound?
Oh, that sounds pretty good. You know where you're going. No one. Well, Acacia doesn't know where they're going anymore, but they were kind of leading the pack. But now you know where you're going.
Hey,
I'm just
Jason,
frozen.
Yeah.
It's,
What?
It's that one.
Okay, yeah, I knew that, I
Now
knew that.
You lead them. You got
Okay,
this.
thank you.
They need to think
I
we
start-
have this.
I start walking in the direction
Acacia
that
knows
Phil
the
was
way,
pointing.
guys.
Yeah, I got it, guys. Don't you worry.
As you keep walking, the staircase that you're on doesn't seem to go in that direction whatsoever.
I
Is
turn
there
back
a-
very panically, staring at Finn.
Okay, so if we like go back up this staircase, it will put us on like the landing, and we can walk the entire like program close to the right wall.
Hey Theo,
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
can I try just walking down?
Elaborate.
Is there a visible direction that this staircase goes downward from our perspective?
You could jump off the staircase.
How
He's asking if he can walk down
Far.
the stairs.
Oh, of course you can walk down the stairs. There's stairs.
Yeah.
Entirely possible.
To you, you're always walking down the stairs.
Well, that changes things.
Is there a wall nearby from where we are right now, or like at the top of that stair?
You're kind of near the center of the place right now. You could practically touch the cage that this dancer is in.
And do you?
Can I? I'm gonna. I'm gonna. That was kind of ominous. I'm gonna wipe the salt on the floor and knock on the floor.
I'm gonna wipe so we can reset the dungeon.
There goes
You
flawless,
wipe the
guys.
salt on the floor and knock where the salt is, and the. Sorry, I'm trying to think of something.
I threw him a curveball, guys.
I've never seen them this close before.
That's like the salt of the earth or something.
I've never seen salt this close before.
The salt, all of the granules of salt combine together into one bigger salt rock that has a rune etching on it.
Like, how big is the rock? Would you say? Okay.
Not very big.
Can I see what this? If I can interpret this rune?
Yeah, Arcana check with
Okay.
advantage.
Yeah. That's what I was waiting for, baby.
Yeah, baby.
That's a dirty 20.
It says throne.
Throat.
Hmm.
What spelling of the word?
Throne.
Okay. Hmm. Can I?
As you all are standing here on like one side of this room, the glass cylinder is still there, and you see the organist rising up, and he's like playing.
Why don't we just like hop on his shoulders or something?
He's in a tube.
Why don't we break into the tube?
Can I-
Seems like a bad idea.
Can I knock on the ground again? No.
Yeah, you knock on the ground and it forms a triangle portal.
Is it? Am I able to peek my head through without falling in?
Someone will have to hold you.
Okay. Here, somebody hold me while I look here.
Grabs you by your face.
I can't see with my feet,
I
Finn.
grab him by the back
The
of his head and
other
like,
way
dunk
around.
him into the portal like a fucking
Oh.
bully.
Giving you a swirly.
You look around, you're in a fish tank in a dining area.
In a dining? What do you mean? Like,
You're inside of a fish tank, which is inside of a dining area.
how big is the fish? Oh, like an aquarium. You mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Big aquarium like fish tank inside of a dining
Huh.
room. It seems quieter in there.
I'm gonna like push my way back out.
He's visibly wet.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna like wipe my hands off so that I can like pick the salt thing up off the ground without dissolving it.
Yeah, okay. You
These
have
this-
the salt thing now.
this says throne on it.
He's referring to the salt thing. He's holding it like up to you.
I'm not gonna.
What if we throw it at something and then it creates a what? Consider this. Now consider this.
It's like a Bakugan. If you roll it on the floor, it'll just
if-
transform.
If we let's suppose we throw this salt stone at a wall and we knock, maybe that will create the portal to the throne.
I mean, I don't have any better ideas. I might as
Oh,
well.
like that kind of throne.
I'm gonna chuck it at the wall.
A big portal in the shape of a crown appears, and unlike the rest of them, which were red, this one is gold.
Ooh, that's
I'm
different.
gonna sprint immediately into the portal.
You
I'm
are
following
in.
him.
You are in a fiery hot throne room. I'm going to need two. I'm going to need one Constitution save from both of you
Okay.
Okay,
to see if you can breathe.
great. That's a nat 1.
That is a
Okay.
17.
Keisha immediately starts suffocating, but Daida, you can hold your breath. You
Can I,
see
like,
as Keisha
crawl
kind of
back to the
collapse.
portal?
No, you collapse.
Nope,
You
I'm
can't
dead,
crawl
damn.
anywhere. No, you collapse on the floor. Like, you can't carry yourself anywhere. You're gonna have to rely on Daida's mercy and help.
Are you choking? I was kidding.
Make
Daida's
the
just on the floor
universal
going.
sign for
Or,
well,
choking.
I can't
Keisha's
actually
on
say
the floor
anything
going.
'cause I'm gonna pick Keisha up and like go out back into the like main room
Okay.
and set Keisha down there.
All right. You guys watch as they run through the portal. 2 seconds, and then he comes back, and Keisha's going.
Don't go in there. Don't go in there. It's not worth it.
Allergic reaction?
It is so hot in there.
I'm really fighting the urge to try and create a Scooby-Doo scene where we all just make our own cars and jump into them, and we just like keep running around.
Yeah, and then when one of us gets locked in the suffocation portal with no one else there, you have 3 people to fight Isaroria.
By the way, when I was in there, like I imagine I was like taking in the scene when I first got in there. What did I see?
You saw a throne made of obsidian and flames, and sitting amongst like artifacts that were on obsidian pedestals, stuff that mostly you couldn't even comprehend, like treasures beyond your like greatest imagination. The room was mostly empty though.
So there wasn't any-
sharing this with us.
Yeah,
It'd be
that
really
was-
funny if it was the throne and you go through and it's just a toilet.
So there,
It's the
so there was,
bathroom.
so there wasn't anybody in there then.
No, but it was just so hot that you couldn't breathe. Like the oxygen was burning out.
So,
Hmm.
that magical artifacts beyond our comprehension. That sounds kinda cool.
I mean, if Daida of all people couldn't
Hey
even
everybody!
conceive
There's like a
them-
guy next to you. Hey everybody! They opened a portal to the throne room! There's gonna be a bunch of demons and fiends like flying with their bat wings up to like all go through the portal. And they're all like pushing past each other trying to get through.
I'm in on this shit.
Alright, Bay has wandered himself into the crowd, leaving the rest of you alone.
I'm gonna go with him
Oh, there
back
he
in
goes.
there
There
since
goes
I'm able to hold my breath in there.
Can I pilot
No, no,
my
no, no,
Echo
no.
in there since he technically doesn't need to breathe?
You can. How long does your echo last?
I believe forever. Let me see. Echo Avatar.
Oh,
No, I
oh,
was
like
lying. 10
eternity?
minutes.
Also, Theo, I had in here that Reborn don't need to breathe, but is that not actually true?
You do need to.
We don't
breathe.
have all the rules of
Okay.
Reborn. We're
Okay,
Solemns,
'cause-
not Reborn.
Reborn
yeah, so,
was just the closest thing.
so I'm gonna sit because I assume Keisha doesn't want to go back in there.
Noah's face.
I'm just gonna go. Keisha, hold me for a sec. And I'm gonna
Sure.
slump over, dramatic
Holy
swoon
fuck.
style, into their arms, as a copy of me wearing the vampire attire pops out. Except his eyes are gonna be they're glowing, kind of like brighter white now because I am piloting it,
Holy
and
shit.
I'm just gonna give a little wave and then walk in.
All right,
have
now I need
fun.
to bring out suffocation rules. Give me 1 second. Creature can hold its breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its Constitution modifier.
Workable, I guess.
When a creature runs out of breath or is choking, gain 1 exhaustion level at the end of each of its turns. When a creature can breathe again, it removes all levels of exhaustion gained from suffocating.
The question is, does anybody have less than 10 Constitution? Like, because then they would be
0
they-
minutes.
that means they just couldn't hold their breath.
5 seconds.
Okay, for this, what I would like to do is have a map pulled out and literally time each of the turns to see what you guys can do while you're suffocating. Or if you are, that is. So I would like to like roll initiative and do it like that kind of way, but not a combat, just like to see what you can see and what you do in that room. So we're gonna end session here with Duality's Echo, Finn, and Dyda running into this portal, like
Hell
trying to push their way through a crowd of other party goers.
By the way, it's timed, but only if we're suffocating. So if we're holding our breath, it isn't timed. Is that what you're saying?
It is still timed. You have a number of minutes equal to 1 plus your con mod.
No, I meant like turn by turn. I thought you meant like.
Each turn is 6 seconds. So, what's your con modifier, Noah?
It's +2.
So you have 3 minutes to breathe. After that 3 minutes, you begin to suffocate.
Right, but what were you saying about like timed, though?
He's going
like-
to time your turn, how long it takes you to.
Yeah, each turn is 6
Like in
seconds.
real
So
life.
you would get the amount of movement you have on your character. Like it's
Yeah.
basically like you're doing it turn by turn, 6 seconds by 6 second intervals to see what you do in this room.
Oh, okay, yeah, dude, that's gonna be fucking so easy.
I thought you
So
meant
many
like we
turns.
have 6 seconds to like verbally say what our turn will be
No,
comprised of.
each
yeah.
turn is a 6 second interval.
If we wanted to make it
I
kind
mean,
of
I thought it
crazy,
always
could we do
is.
15-second timer? Decide what you want to do.
Well, no, I was just unsure. So what you're saying to you is that it's because isn't that usually what it is, a 6 second turn?
Yeah.
Right. So
We're just using initiative as a means to like time it out.
So I have 50
Okay.
turns before I start to suffocate.
Yes.
I think I'll be good.
Unless something bad happens.
I think I'll be good.
Yeah, what if you get punched in the gut?
50
Yeah, what if you-
turns?
what if you get hit on again?
It happens.
Yeah. What if
And he
what
goes,
if
"Humma."
yeah.
Wait, I'm breathing.
Humana,
No.
humana, 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 humana. Oh god, that's 28 of my turns. The question is, how many turns could you last if that demon comes by again?
Well, if a turn is 6 seconds. By the way, Theo described her. 1 turn.
Awesome. This is a fucking I love this dungeon.
This is fun.
It's fun as hell.
I'm glad I figured out the salt mystery.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was
know it.
planned
I
for
don't know
you
if
or if that was
figured it
just
out.
like.
I think Theo figured out what the fuck it meant.
Did you put the salt on the floor next to the portal or
No, I literally like spiked it at
Threw it
the
at the
wall,
wall.
and it made a portal to
and it
the
said
place
the
that the-
throne in the
it said
salt and made the
the-
portal?
the rune said the word throne. So I did
Okay.
both versions of the word throne at once, and it worked.
My intention when I did make the salt block was like the little salt rock thing, and it was a rune. The intention was for you to throw it at a wall and make a portal with it. So I guess you did kind of solve the puzzle. Not one that has been carefully laid out, but you know.
Well, I didn't mean
No.
puzzle in like the traditional sense, but just like the gimmick of the item.
None of
But
this
yeah.
was traditionally laid out. I was flying by the seat of my pants the whole time. I don't know what's going on.
And it was awesome.
But now it's done, and I'm done. Yippee.
Well, even though we didn't actually go into the kitchen in this castle, we are still
It's
in
alright.
two hells simultaneously in both campaigns.
I hope you guys took notes on all the rooms you saw because I need to know what those are.
Oh, I did not.
I took notes on a lot of them. I think the only one I didn't get was the broom closet one.
That
So
was
if someone
kinda
got
important.
that,
There's a coat closet somewhere. I think that's fair to say.
and they're making
Yeah.
out.
And there are 2 people making out in there.
I gotta get out of here.
Lydia's gone. What did you do?
What did you do, Zach? What have you done to them?
What do you think? Should I share it with the class?
I think they need to watch the VOD.
Oh, is it
All
in
of the
there?
VOD.
Oh, I'm still recording.
Okay.
Well,
It's something on his screen that he did, probably.
that is the end of today's session, so I'm gonna.
Yay.
Yay.
Wahoo!